So good afternoon everyone. So welcome to Maths EAPCET Crash Course. So today we will be continuing with 2D geometry. Yesterday we started with 2D geometry and some concepts of what? Straight lines also we discussed. Fine, we go ahead off it. Okay. So straight lines also we discussed. So when it comes to today's class, we will be doing the remaining concepts, very important concepts. Okay. Yesterday when it comes to straight lines, we discussed various forms of the line. Correct na? Various forms. So what are the forms we learned? Intercept form, okay, slope point form, okay, 2-point form, all these things. Okay, 2-point form, all these things we discussed. And parallel to x-axis means how it will be. Parallel to y-axis means it is x is equal to k, and x-axis means it is y is equal to k. Okay, these are the things we discussed in yesterday's class. So today, when it comes to different forms of the lines, we will continue from here. So we will study what is that normal form. Okay, so we will be studying the normal form. So don't worry about this formula, leave this formula. Okay, now here normal form if they give, that is if they give a line, equation of a line if they give, okay, equation of a line if they give, suppose we write it like this, equation of a line, it is given like 2x plus 4y, okay, plus 3 is equal to 0, plus 3 is equal to 0. This is what is given. Okay, this is what is given, equation of a line. If they ask you to write the normal form of the line, if they ask you to write what? The normal form of the line, what you have to do? If they ask you to write the normal form of the line, what you have to do? See here, these are which form? See here, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, plus c is equal to 0. So when we write it, okay, always this value of c should be what? Positive. Even when I take it to RHS, this value should be what? Positive. When I take to RHS, okay, this value of c should be what? Positive. Now when I write it like this, see here, 2x plus 4y, if I take it to RHS, this will become what? Minus 3. This will become minus 3. So let us take one more example here. I'll write it here. If I take it 3x minus 2y, okay, minus 2 is equal to 0 if I take it. If I send this to RHS, 3x minus 2y is equal to what? 2. Here, this is the value of c is what here? Minus 3. There it is 2. Okay, what is happening here? The value of c is negative. There it is positive. Whenever you have to write the normal form of the line, always make sure that the value of c is what? Positive. This one you have to make it positive. The c should always be positive. Forget about these formulas. No need to by heart these formulas. Don't want you to by heart the formulas that are there here. Some important formulas which I say, that only you should note down. This one how to write? If they give an equation of the line and they ask you to write the normal form of a line, then what you have to do? Make sure that c will become positive. What I should do? Multiply with minus. If I multiply with minus throughout the line, what I will get? Minus 2x minus 4y is equal to c is equal to 3. This is what I will get. Correct na? This is what I will get. Now what you do is, what is this? Coefficient of x is what? Minus 2. Coefficient of y is what? What you do is write minus 2. Okay, divide by what? This is what? A is minus 2, b is minus 4. You have to divide by root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square. Here root of a square plus b square is what? 2 square plus this negative will become positive on squaring. 2 square plus 4 square is how much? 20. Correct na? 20 can be written as what? 4 into 5? 2 root 5. 4 into 5 can be, it will become what? 2 root 5. So this will become what? Minus 2 by 2 root 5. Correct na? Minus 2 by 2 root 5. Similarly, if I take this, coefficient of y is what? 4. Minus 4. So this divided by root of a square plus b square is what? Here also it is 2 root 5. 2 root 5. Now what about this one? This will be 3 by 2 root 5. This itself is what? This itself is the, what is it? You write here x, you write here y. This itself is what? Normal form of the line. This itself is what? Normal form of the line. Throughout what I can do? This is here and this is here. I can cancel it. Correct na? I can cancel it, or if they ask normal form, write it like this. That's all. Okay. So minus 2x by 2 root 5 minus 4y by 2 root 5, 3 by 2 root 5. What I can cancel? 2 I can cancel here. 2 1s are 2 2s are. So further you can simplify. Further you know how to simplify. Correct na? Now when it comes to this line, if they give it like this, if they ask the normal form, so on taking to RHS, directly c is what? Positive. Nothing you need to change here. So directly c is positive here. The value of c is greater than 0. There is no negative sign here. So directly what I can write? 3 by root of a square plus b square. A is what? 3, b is minus 2. Root of a square plus b square is what? 9 plus, what is it? 9 plus 4, root 13. So 3 by root 13 x minus 2 by root 13y is equal to 2 by root 13. That's all. This is the normal form. This is the normal form. This is the way to form the normal form. If they give equation of the line, this is the easiest way to form the normal form. No need to by heart this formula. See, formula only I have written here in this way. I don't want to do by heart. What you have to do, when you take equal to c, that c value you should make it positive. Then apply the same thing. What you do? Coefficient of x by root of a square plus b square, coefficient of y by root of a square plus b square is equal to c by root of a square plus b square. Along with that x and y you write it. Clear? Got it everyone? So this is the way. Suppose I will give you example. If I give you 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. Another equation if I give you minus 4x plus 3y, okay, minus 2 is equal to 0. If I ask you to write normal form for this line, first what you will do, you can take an example, you can do it by yourself later, take it as example. So this one if I take it to RHS, this will become negative, correct na? So what I should do, multiply by minus sign. This way I take it to RHS, directly it is positive, you don't need to do anything. Okay, so what you will do, a by root of a square plus b square, b by root of a square plus b square is equal to c by root of a square plus b square. This you do it by yourself, you copy the question, do it by yourself. Okay, fine. Understood how to do normal form of a line? If an equation of a line is given, how to do normal form? Understood? Akshaya, Sahiti, Naveen, not Naveen, Vinay. Okay. Sharad, Sharan, okay, who is it? Harsha, Rohan, Sai Nishit, Nikhil. Understood? Bhavani, Ritika, understood? This is the way you have to find. You people, what is your name? Deepika. Your name? Neeraja. Deepika, Neeraja, Nilima. Nilima, Neeraja, Deepika. Okay, fine. Fine. You people understood? New students? Deepika, Neeraja, Nilima? Okay. Now see here, normal type, okay, normal form type 2. So here what happens is, this is the coordinate axis, this is the coordinate axis, okay. Here they will give it in the form of parametric form, okay. If they give it in the form of sine and cos, that is what? Parametric form. So this is what we are having equation of a line, okay. We are having intercepts. So x intercept, y intercepts. X intercept will be what? Cos alpha, okay, and y intercept will be what? Sin alpha. If this is the angle that is being made, or see here, here you will have a perpendicular line. I told you in yesterday's class. Well, I told about different forms of the line, different forms of writing the straight lines. This is one of the form. It will make a perpendicular here, and the length of the perpendicular will be p, and this will make an angle alpha with the, what is it? X axis, okay. This alpha will be what? The angle will be made in the anti-clockwise direction. So alpha you should take it as what? Positive. See, I told you transformation of axis, rotation of axis. There, anti-clockwise direction if they are taking, okay, theta will be positive. If they say clockwise, theta will be negative. So you should be careful while taking x dash, y dash, okay, whether theta should be positive or negative, you should be careful, okay, in the yesterday's class when I told you. Clear? So next thing what you will do? So this is what you will do. So see here, x coordinate will be cos alpha, y coordinate will be sin alpha. That you combine and write it as what? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to what? P. This is what you will be writing. This is what you will be writing when they give it of this form. Okay, this is very useful. They will ask question based on this. Directly they will ask question based on this. Okay, there is a line, and from this point you can take origin or any point. If you draw a line perpendicular to this, let the length of the perpendicular be P. Let the length of the perpendicular be P, and it is making an angle alpha with a positive direction of x axis. Then they ask the normal form means this is the normal form. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. Okay, P is what? The length of this line, perpendicular line, length of this perpendicular line. P is not any point, P is the length of the perpendicular line. Don't get confused. P is the length of the perpendicular line, that's why it is small p. Clear? Understood everyone? Please make a note of it. Please make a note of it fast. Let me check if I am audible. Please make a note of it fast. Okay. Next. This is symmetric form or parametric form. Okay. So what happens is a point is given. Okay. Above that point there is some distance and below that point there is some distance. The distance is what? Equal. Okay. Suppose I take this as a point. Okay. From this point you are moving some distance r. From this point you are moving some distance below, that is also r. And this slant, that is what? Slant means what? It is rotated by an angle what? By an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis. With the positive direction of x axis. This point, let it be A, x1, y1. A is what? x1, y1. Now when you move it, okay, here there should be some point. Straight line means there should be some end point. Here there should be some end point. Okay. Now if they ask you coordinate of this point, okay, let this be, this is A, let this be B, let this be C. Okay. When you are moving up, what happens is this coordinate will become what? x1 only. This will be what? y1. Okay. You are moving by how much distance? R, right? Plus R. Here what? Plus R. Okay. X coordinate always you will write it in terms of what? Cos. So this will become what? Cos theta. Okay. This will become cos theta. Y coordinate you will always write it as what? Sin. y1 plus R sin theta. That's all. Okay. That's all you have to do. Okay. y1 plus R sin theta. Okay. Next is what? This one. This one. See here. If you take this. Okay. If you take this, this will become what? x1 plus r cos theta, y1 plus r sin theta, that is upside if you are going. If you are coming below, same distance you are coming. Correct na? Suppose this is positive direction, this is negative direction. If you are coming below, what will happen? Just it will become minus. Only sign will change. Here it will become what? x1 minus r cos theta, y1 minus r sin theta. Understood Deepika, Neelima, what is that? Neeraja? Understood? Shravani, Shravanti, Sirisha, understood this one? Sahiti, understood you people? How they will ask? Now let us take a question based on this. Let us take a question based on this. So see here, please make a note, but before that please have a look at this question. They will ask, find 2 points at a distance of 2 units, at a distance of 2 units from A minus 1 comma 2, from A minus 1 comma 2, okay, where slope is 1, where slope is 1 unit, where slope is 1 unit. This is what they are asking question. Okay, this is the question. So see here, observe carefully. This is how they will ask. Now since I have discussed the concept, easily you will do. But when it comes directly, when you are solving the questions, when it comes, you can use this. You can use this. See here, they are telling, find 2 points at a distance of 2 units from A. At a distance of 2 units from A. Okay, at a distance of 2 units from A, where a slope is 1 unit. When they have given the slope, that means what? These 2 points should also lie on the same line. You cannot take like, see, here A is there, here B I will take, here I will take C. You cannot take. Why? Slope will change. They are telling what? Slope should be same. Slope here 1 unit is given, fine. Here slope is what? Theta. Here also slope is what? Theta. So when you take this point, here also slope should be the same. Here also slope should be the same. That means these 2 points, all the 3 points what we are talking, should lie on the same line. It should not be like, see, just by giving what? 2 points at a distance of 2 units, what you will think? You will take it as what? AB, AC, 2 units. It's not like that. It will be coming like this. See here. You should take it like this. Suppose this is A is given, means this is, you should take it as B, and this one, see here, this one you should take it as what? This is A, means this one you should take it as C. On the same line you should take it. Here slope is what? If I draw a line, here slope is what? Theta. If I draw a line here, here also slope is what? Theta. Theta should not change. Theta is same. So on a single line all the 3 points should come. Now let us solve the question. Understood? Understood how it is? So directly you cannot apply distance formula here and find the answer. This is not based on distance formula. Okay, here the concept is of normal form. Okay, all the three points should come on the same line because the slope is same. The slope is same because slope is 1 unit they are telling. This one is very important. This is the key word to our question. Okay, now see here what we can do. So this is A. So let me write it again. This is A. If I take it, this is what? Minus 1 comma 2. Okay, distance is what? 2 units. Here also distance is what? 2 units. Let me take this as C or B, whatever it is, doesn't matter. So this is C, and they are telling what? Slope is what? 1. But before that, see here, this is 2, this is 2. 2 is what here? R. This is R. This is x1, y1. This is R. This we have to find the coordinates of this. We have to find the coordinates of this. Okay, find 2 points they are telling. Find 2 points. That means you have to find B and C. So you have to apply the formula. That is what? x1 plus r cos theta, x1 plus y1 plus r sin theta. This is minus. There plus will come, here minus will come. So what you will do? You will find it. But theta value is what here? M is equal to tan theta. Very good. Slope is what? See, slope is M is equal to tan theta. Okay, that is given as 1. So theta is equal to tan inverse of 1 means theta will become what? Pi by 4. So theta will be pi by 4. Very good. So theta we will get it as what? Pi by 4. Depending on the question you have to apply. So theta is what? Pi by 4. Okay. Now if theta is pi by 4, this will become what? Sin pi by 4, cos pi by 4. So I can write the point B as what? Point B I can write it as what? Here only let me write it. So this is what? Minus 1 plus 2 times sin cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 comma minus, this is what? x1, correct now? 2 plus 2, what is it? Sin pi by 4. Okay, same thing will become here, we have to write minus, that's all. So let me write it here, let me write the point B, let me write point C. So point B, if I write, this is what? Minus 1 plus 2 cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So this will become what? Minus 1 plus root 2 into root 2 means 2 I can write it as what? See, I'll get it as 2 by root 2. So 2 I can write it as what? Root 2 into root 2 by root 2. So root 2 cancel, I'll have what? Minus 1. What is it? See, minus 1 plus root 2, correct? This is x coordinate. Y coordinate is what? 2 plus root 2, correct na? 2 plus 2 into 1 by root 2 will become what? 2 plus root 2. 2 plus root 2. So same thing here, what you will do? 1 minus root 2, 2 minus root 2, that's all. These are the 2 points. These is how you have to find out. When they give a question, this is the way you have to find out. The slope you will find out. They have only given the slope, find out the angle theta, then just apply the formula that what I told you. That is what? x1 plus r cos theta, y1 plus r sin theta. Here it will be minus. Okay, one will be plus, another will be minus. Got it everyone? Okay, please make a note of it. This is the what? Symmetric form or parametric form. Okay, next thing. Parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Okay, so parallel lines, earlier what we discussed, that is different. Parallel to x axis, in the previous class parallel to y axis. Now we are taking a given line is parallel to some other line. Okay, so let the given line be, this is the given line, let it be ax plus by plus c. It is parallel to some other line. Okay, it is parallel to some other line. So when the lines are parallel, first thing is what? Slope is equal. So this will become what? Suppose slope is, this one is m1, this will be m2 means m1 will be equal to m2. Okay, so let this be a1x plus b1y plus c1. Okay, this will be what? a2x plus b2y plus c2. Another condition for parallel lines is, what is it? What is it? a1 by a2 is to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. It is not equal. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Is not equal to c1 by c2. This is another condition. This is another condition. See, suppose you write one more thing from here. If you write a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, if you write, okay, they are not parallel lines, they are coincident lines. You can consider them as parallel lines, but mainly they are what? Coincident lines. That means one line will lie on another line. That is, they are overlapping. They are not parallel, they are overlapping. So these two lines will become what? Overlapping. They are called as what? Coincident. You can remember this also. I will discuss about it later. Okay. These are what? Coincident lines. So they are not parallel. The condition is what? All will become equal. All are proportional and they become equal. Clear? So they are what? parallel lines. Now my question is, if a1 by a2 is equal to is not equal to b1 by b2, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, what are those lines? Intersecting lines. They will intersect at one point. They have a unique solution, correct na? They have what? Unique solution. Next thing, another thing you have to know, suppose a given line, suppose L is given, it is what? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is what? L1. So a line L2 which is parallel to L1 can be written as what? Ax plus by plus k is equal to 0. Okay, where L1 is parallel to L2. Why I am writing? Because in questions when they give a line, for that line if you have to write a parallel line, you will write everything same. Ax plus by will be same as the first line, only the constant value changes. Only the constant value changes. Another important thing I told, okay, when it passes through origin, what will happen? C will become 0, in which y is equal to mx plus c will become 0, so the line will become what? Y is equal to mx. Okay, and most of the times it will become what? Slope will be 1, that is 45-degree angle will be there, so y will be equal to what? X, correct. So next thing, see here, so L1 is parallel to L2 means if a given line is what? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, so you can write it as what? Ax plus by plus k is equal to 0. Got it, Vinay? Harsha, understood? So suppose if it is given 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, for this parallel line will become what? 2x plus 3y plus k. Okay, at which this line passes through some point. If they give that point to put it here, you will get the k value. Then you substitute the k value, you will get 2x plus 3y plus some value for k. So this is how you will write what? Parallel line. This is just an example. Clear? So when we talk about parallel lines, first thing is what? Slopes are equal. Next thing is what? A1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. This you have to remember. Next thing is, if a line is given, for that parallel line, how you will write? Same thing. Ax plus by will be same plus k. Instead of c, you will write what? K is equal to 0. Clear? Next, perpendicular lines. Very important. Okay, perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. See here, this is L1, this is L2. So let us take L1 as what? Let L1 be equal to a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. L2 be equal to a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So first let me talk about slopes itself. The product of the slopes is always equal to minus 1. So m1 m2 is equal to what? Let this be m1, let this be m2. So m1 m2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. Okay, m1 m2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. This is first thing. Focusing. Deepika, Dikshita or Deepika? Deepika, Neeraja, Neelima, understanding? Am I going fast? Okay, Akshaya got it, Anusha, Liharika, Srinidhi, getting it, Roshni. So m1 m2 is equal to what? Minus 1. Next thing is, if they are perpendicular, the condition is what? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what? 0. Understood? Vaishnavi, this is important. What is it? Siri, it is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what, Nikhil? 0. This you have to remember. Okay, the condition for perpendicular lines, if they give, you should directly, all the 3 points should come to your mind. Parallel lines, all the 3 points should come to your mind. Okay, so perpendicular, they are telling a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what? 0. Got it? a1 by a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what? 0. Next thing, I told you, suppose L1 is given to be a1x, or let me take it like this, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So L2, which is perpendicular to this, can be written as what? Bx minus ay plus c is equal to 0. Okay, plus k, huh? Okay, fine, you can take some other constant also, fine. Okay, plus k, fine, that's it. So bx minus ay plus k is equal to 0. Okay, bx minus ay plus k is equal to 0. Okay, got it. So constant also changes. Main thing is here the coefficients of x will be changed, and also this will become minus. This will become minus. Bx minus ay plus k is equal to 0. This is important, you have to learn this, because when we study what is that? Pair of straight lines or family of lines, where two lines combined will come. Okay, there you have to remember these things also. What is that? You will get it as ax square 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Okay, that is pair of straight lines intersecting at origin. Okay, when they are, that is what? Homogeneous lines. Another one is non-homogeneous lines. All these things we have to study. So first thing is what? you have to know perpendicular lines, parallel lines. This is the most important concept that you have to learn. Based on this only many questions will come. Okay, if you know this concept, it will be useful in many other chapters also. So you should know this. Clear? Can we go to the next one? Done? Now distance, already we have discussed, many questions also we have solved. Okay, from x1 y1, from the point, the distance, if they are asking distance, this is x1 y1 and they are asking distance, this line is given by ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. That time what you will do, you will just substitute the points, that is it will become ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by what? Root of a square plus b square within modulus sign. Okay, this will be anyways positive only, correct na? So you have to get the length of the line, that is from point x1 y1 to this one, ax plus by plus c. We have done this in many questions already, we have done. I just, this is a concept you have to know. Clear? This will be using multiple ways. Now now what I told, see here, this line from here to here, if you are asking the distance, let this be point P, from here to here, let this be point Q. This is a straight line and it is perpendicular to the given line. It is perpendicular to the given line, you have to focus on the class, it is perpendicular to the given line, we will take this distance as d. So you can find out using this way, if it is perpendicular to this, but suppose it is not perpendicular, it is a slanted line, then how to find the distance of that line? Okay, that is what we will learn next. Now see here, distance from x1 y1 to a line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 along a line whose angle with x axis is alpha. So see here, don't get confused, this is the line. Observe everyone, focus, please focus, look at the screen or the board. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, this is the line, let this be L is equal to 0, line, this is the line. Now this is the point, what is this? P of x1 comma y1. Okay, now there is one more line that is going, let this be L2 is equal to 0. Okay, this line is not at the on the coordinate axis, it is somewhere above, not exactly on the coordinate axis. So let the coordinate axis be here. Let the coordinate axis be here. Okay, assume this is parallel. Okay, this is parallel. Now this is what, this is making an angle of what? What is it making? Angle of alpha, whatever it is. Okay, now this is the line given. Now what they are telling is, from this line point, if you are drawing a line, how to find the distance? The line is not like this straight, it is slanted like this. This is parallel to this line. Along this line means parallel to this line. Along this line, they are not asking like this, they are asking slanted, parallel to this line. So how to find the distance of this? For that, this is the formula that is given. So understood? If they ask directly the distance, perpendicular distance, this is the formula, the previous formula. If they ask the distance along some other line, which is making an angle of alpha. So if this is alpha, this will become what? This will become what? Alpha only, correct na? Alpha only. What is this corresponding angles? If this is alpha, this will also become what? Alpha only, because it is parallel. If slope of this is m, means the slope of this will become what? M itself. What is it? Perpendicular lines. Not perpendicular, sorry, parallel lines. Correct na? Slope will be equal. Now what we can do? So same thing, you have to apply ax1 plus by1 plus c as it is. Okay, you have to apply what? Modulus will be there for entire thing. So earlier what you used to apply? Instead of x and y, you used to apply x1, y1. So here also same thing, ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by what is it? Divided by what is it? A cos alpha plus b sin alpha. That's all. This is same what? Parametric line, same as that one. X cos s alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to b. That is what we learned. Instead of x, what you will write? A. Instead of y, what you will write? B. That is, this will become what? A copy as it is, b copy as it is. X1 coordinate, x1 what you will write it as? Cos alpha plus b what you will write it as? Sin alpha. That's all. That is how you remember, no need to by heart. Okay, previous one if you know, same thing you copy, a you write down, x1 is what? Intercept of x1 is what? Cos alpha. Intercept of y1 is what? Sin alpha. That's all. Okay, that's all. Clear? This is the way you have to remember. Okay, for this one, this is the formula or the concept. Understood? If it is directly perpendicular, the previous one. But if it is along another line, parallel to another line, if they give it is what? This is the formula you have to remember. Okay, perpendicular is previous one, parallel or along another line, you have to remember this. Clear? Understood everyone? Now let us proceed. Now we are talking about a single line. Now if you talk about two lines, okay, single line means here one line is there, okay, from some point you are finding the distance. From point, what is the distance to the line? I am a point, that is the line, you are finding the distance. Now we are talking about this line and that line, what is the distance? Okay, this line and that line, what is the distance if we talk about? Okay, so that is what we will be talking now. Earlier, till now the previous two concepts are what? From point to the line. From point to the line, perpendicular line, from point to the line, slant line, that is the parallel to another line or along the another line. Now it is what? Now it is between two lines. Between two lines. Okay, let this line be what? AX1 plus BY1 plus C1 is equal to 0. Okay, this will be what? AX2 plus BY2 plus C2 is equal to 0. Now we are finding the distance between these two lines. Now we are finding the distance between these two lines. To find the distance between these two lines, we will write it as D. So D will be equal to what? Forget about all of this, these constants, the difference between the constants. I am not telling subtraction, this is difference. So C1 minus C2 modulus. Okay, there should be no negative sign. So C1 minus C2 divided by what? Root of A square plus B square, same as the previous. Root of A square plus B square. See here, this one and this one are similar. So this one and this one are similar. See here, instead of AX1 plus BY1 plus C, you will write what? C1 minus C2 by root of A square plus B square, because this is also perpendicular line, but here from a point. But now what we are talking about, not from a point but from a line. Okay, so this will become what? C1 minus C2 by root of A square plus B square. Understood? If it is a perpendicular line, from here to here it is perpendicular, means here also it will be perpendicular. So perpendicular line, okay, the distance between two lines, perpendicular distance. If they ask perpendicular distance, next concept you will only tell between the two lines, the distance but not perpendicular but along some other line. There what will happen? C1 minus C2 same, but denominator instead of A square plus B square, what you will have? A cos alpha plus B sin alpha, that's all. Okay, that's all will be the answer. So see here, alpha instead of alpha they have taken theta, not a problem. So A cos theta plus B sin theta, numerator will be what? C1 minus C2. Okay, C1 minus C2. So this will become what? These are the two lines. Okay, this is C1, this is C2. That is what? A1x plus what is it? B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Distance between lines x1, x2 along the line with angle with x-axis is theta. So this is angle with x-axis, this is theta. This is theta. So we are finding this distance, this distance. So this will also be theta. Okay, this distance is what? C1 minus C2 by A cos theta plus B sin theta. There it was what? AX1 plus BY1 plus C divided by A cos theta, A cos alpha plus B sin alpha, whatever is the theta or alpha, whatever. Okay, got it. So between two lines, what will come? Numerator C1 minus C2, that's all. Like this you have to remember. Perpendicular distance, what will come? Denominator root of A square plus B square. Here also root of A square plus B square. Slanted line, denominator what it will come? A cos theta plus B sin theta, that's all. Clear? Understood everyone? Okay. Equation of a line parallel and lying midway between two lines. Equation of a line parallel and lying between two lines. Now equation of a line lying parallel and midway between two lines. Suppose these two are parallel lines. These two are parallel lines. This line equation is given by A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0, and this one is given by what? What is it? A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Let this be L1, let this be L2. Now there is another line between these. There is another line between these. They are not asking the distance. This is not about the distance actually. Actually this is about equation of the line. They are asking equation of this line. Let this line be L is equal to 0. Okay. This line in such a way that suppose this is 2 units from here. Here also it is 2 units. That is this line is parallel to both these lines and it is midway between these two lines. Okay, this is one line, that is one line, there is one line here, okay, which is equidistant from this line and equidistant from that line. They are asking equation of that midline. Okay, the equation of the midline is given by what? L1 plus L2 divided by 2, or you can write it as what? You can write it simply as Ax plus By. What you will do? Constants C1 plus C2 divided by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, Ax plus By, C1 by plus C2 divided by 2. Okay, suppose if I give an equation, two lines, okay, 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, another line 3x plus 4y plus if I give 2 is equal to 0, what you will do? Actually this should be same, no? Okay, wait just a minute, parallel lines means I should write same. So 2x plus 3y only. So this will become what? 2x plus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0. What is this? 4 plus 2 divided by 2. 4 plus 2 is what? 6 by 2, that is 3. That's all. So this is the equation of the midway line. Very simple. This is the way you have to find out. Got it? Okay. Next thing. Shinchan, good morning. Wonderful. Wake up so early. This one already I have told you, line divides minus LA into LB. So what I told you, if there is a line AB, points AB is given by coordinates x1, y1, point B is given by what? x2, y2. Okay, if there is a point C dividing AB, you will use what? If it is midpoint, you will use midpoint formula. If it is not a midpoint, you will what? What you will use? Section formula. Correct na? Correct na, Deepika, Neeraja, Nilima, Vinay, Harsha? Correct na? So what you will use? What is the formula you will use? Section formula. If it is a point, but if it is not a point, if this is a line, this is another line PQ cutting AB at C. AB is a line, okay, and PQ is another line cutting AB at point C. Then this point C will cut, or this line PQ will cut AB in the ratio minus LA is to LB. What is this LA is to LB? So when you put for this line, suppose equation of the line is given as what? Ax plus By plus C is equal to 0. Okay, LA means what? You will put the points x1, y1, you will get some value. LB means what? You will put some value, then you will get what? LB. Suppose let us give an equation. Let us take an example. See here, this is the line, this will be 2 comma 3, this will be minus 1 comma 4, that is CB. You have to find the value of this point C, in what ratio it is cutting. This is what? Minus LA is to LB. Okay, equation of the line. Let us take the equation of the line. Okay, LA we have to find out. Okay, LA we have to find out. So equation of the line is given as what? 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. That is, line L is given like this. LA means what? Put the coordinates of A. So LA means what? LA. What are the coordinates of A? So wherever x is there, I should put 2. Wherever y is there, I should put what? So this will become what? 2 into 2, 4, minus y, 3, plus 3. So this will become what? Minus 3 plus 3, 0. So this will become what? LA is what? 4. Okay, keep it like this. Now find LB. LB means what? What we have to do? Minus 1. Wherever x is there, put minus 1. Wherever y is there, put 4. That's all. So 2 into minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, plus 3. Correct na? So this will become what? Minus 3. LB is equal to minus 3. So LA is to LB is what? Minus 4 is to minus 3. So minus minus I can cancel. It will be divided into the ratio 4 is to 3. Understood? That's all. Very simple. That's all you have to do. LA is to LB means this is the way you have to do. They have asked question based on this. So point, anyways, you know, you will use section formula. But if the line is given, you should use what? Minus LA is to what? LB. Clear? Got it? Sharan got it? Ritika got it? This is the way we have to solve this question. George Adi, good afternoon. Yeah. Okay, now let us go to some more concepts. Clear to everyone till here? Any doubt till here? Everyone understood till here? Okay. Alright, just a minute, you wait. You pass it there. New dress, huh? Thank you. So yesterday we solved questions mainly on what? Previous year questions on locus and also what? Transformation and rotation of axis. Okay. There what you have to remember, that box. Okay, x1, y1, x and y. Okay, x1, y1, that is what? Cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta. So if it is rotation and transformation, this is what? X minus h, y minus k, x1, y1, as it is you have to write. Okay, just wait. What happened? Okay. So let us continue. Position of points with respect to line. Position of points with respect to line. Okay. Now a line is given. Suppose just a minute. A line is there. Okay. 2 points are given. Now what they will ask is whether the line, 2 points, line is given, line will be L is equal to 0, position of points, 2 points will be there. They will ask, okay, the question will be, are the lines towards one side, or one point is another side, another point is another side, or whether all the 2 points are on one side only. So for that what you have to do, for the line AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0, okay, so that these points be P and Q, okay, P and Q, or let us take it as A and B. A and B, okay, just take it here, A, B points, let us take it, they have the coordinates, So what you do is find out LA and also LB. So do product of LA and LB. If you are getting positive, LA, LB, that is what, LA if you put the value here, you will get some numerical value, LB if you put the value, you will get some numerical value, and multiplying, if it is greater than 0, that is, if it is positive, both the points AB lie on the same side. So that is what, AB will be on one side, they lie on the same side. Now same thing, if L is equal to 0 for the same line, okay, or some other line is given, if you find out for the points LA, LB, if you find out, okay, if it is less than 0, the product is coming what? Negative. The product is coming negative means one point will be here, another point will be here. That means just you have to remember positive means LA, LB. LA, LB already I told you how to find out. Correct na? So LA, LB on finding the product, what will happen? If it is coming positive, the points will be on the same side. If it is coming what? Negative, they will be lying on the either side. This side one, that side one. Got it? Understanding? Bhavani, Roshni, Sharan, Anusha, got it? Akshaya, Liharika, Srinidhi, Neeraja, got it? Fine. That's all is the concept here. That is the position of points with respect to line. Now angle between two lines, okay, using slope form. This is very important, highly important, extremely important. Okay, see here, suppose two lines are given. Two lines are given. Okay, slope of one line is m1, slope of another line is m2. If there is angle between two lines, theta. If there is angle between two lines, what is the formula that you will use? Okay, tan theta you will use. One thing is what? Tan theta you will use, that is m1 minus m2 by 1 by m1 plus m2. That is what? Tan of a plus b, tan of a minus b formula you are using. That is what? Tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. Correct na? That is what we are using. That is what tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, my question to you is, why you are using modulus sign? Negative. Why you are using modulus sign? Huh? Angle. My question is, why you are using this one? Okay, let me give a question to you, then you will understand. Instead of question, see here, I will tell you directly. The angle between two lines, see, what about this total angle is what? This total angle is what? 180 degree. So this will become what? 180 minus theta. So if this is theta, this will become 180 minus theta. So we want this angle, that's why we will put what? Modulus sign. That's why we will put what? Modulus sign. Okay, suppose theta we are getting pi by 4. Theta we are getting pi by 4. In the options we are having, okay, 3 pi by 4. Okay, B is 2 pi by 3, C is pi by 3, D is we are having minus pi by 4. I got the answer as pi by 4, theta is equal to pi by 4. But in the options I am having like this. So which answer I should go for? Huh? I should go for 3 pi by 4 because theta is pi by 4. So 180 minus theta is what? 135. 135 is what? 3 pi by 4. So this is the way you will find the answer. That's why modulus sign if you are keeping doesn't mean that directly you will get theta value. Sometimes you have to go for 180 minus theta in the options. Okay, and sometimes it depends on the quadrant also. Okay, got it? So this is when slopes are given, when slope of two lines are given, but slopes are not given. Slopes are not given. Otherwise, see, they have given the lines like this. Okay, a1x plus what is it? b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is one line. This line is what? a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is what is given. That time what you will use this formula. Now you will tell me, here also I will find out slope and I will find it. Here also what is the slope here? If I want to find minus a1 by b1. This is what? This is m1. This is what? Minus a2 by b2. This is m2. Okay, now you will say, I don't want this formula, sir. You will say, you will apply this formula only. That way definitely we can do, no problem at all. But sometimes what happens is, okay, they will only give the angle. They will only give the angle. They will give the equation like this. Okay, a1x plus b1y plus c1, all the values they will give. Here a2x plus b2y, all the values they will give. Instead of giving c2, they will give some constant k or lambda. They will ask you to find k. Okay, that time you cannot use this formula. Using this formula, you will only get slope, but you will not be able to find what? Lambda or constant. That time you should use this formula only. That time you should use what? This formula only. Okay, here only this formula you have to use. Here, okay, one thing you have to observe, same thing goes, what we discussed, parallel lines, perpendicular lines. If theta is 0, that is what? The lines are parallel. If theta is equal to 0, what will happen here? Theta is equal to 0, tan theta is equal to 0, tan 0 is 0. If theta is equal to 0, what will happen? M1 will be equal to M2. If theta is equal to 90 degree, lines are perpendicular, M1, M2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. Now come to here. If theta is equal to 0, what will happen? Cos 0 is 1. What will happen? This will be equal to this one. Okay, this will be equal to this one. So on simplifying, squaring on both sides and simplifying, you will get what? If theta is equal to 0, this will become what? This will become equal to a1 by a2 is equal to, it will become equal to b1 by b2. Next thing, it will become not equal to c1 by c2. If theta is equal to what? 0. That is parallel. That is parallel. If theta is equal to 90 degree, cos 90 is how much? 0. So this entire thing will become equal to 0. Numerator will, only numerator will remain. That is what? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what? 0. That is what I told you. That is what I told you. From this you will get what? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to what? 0. Understood? Understood? So both the formulas you have to remember. Why? Because see, directly you can find slope here and you can apply this formula, but sometimes they will give, okay, 2x plus lambda y plus 3 is equal to 0. They will ask you to find lambda. Okay, that time you should know what they will say, the lines are parallel, or they will say, if they say lines are parallel, whatever b1 is there, same will be b2. You can take it. Okay, but if they say lines are perpendicular, then also it is easy. But if they say some other angle is given, that time you should use this formula. Okay, got it? That's why both the formulas are important. Both the formulas are important, and please make a note of it. And here theta value may not be given directly. That time you should use what? 180 minus theta. Suppose you are getting theta as what? Pi by 6. That is what? 30 degree. But in the option it is not there. That time you should do what? 180 minus 30, that is what? 150 degree. 150 degree is how much? 5 pi by 6, that's all. Okay, 5 pi by 6 will be answer. So pi minus pi by 6 is what? 5 pi by 6. Okay, got it? So this is about the angles. Based on angle also they will ask. I told you from straight lines how many questions? 6 questions. 6, not 4, 6 questions. So one will be from locus, one will be from transformation, and one mainly will be definitely from the angles. Okay, one will be from angles and one will be from forms of the line. Okay, so remaining concepts we will learn now. But before that, let us try to do some PYQs. Before we go to this, let us try to do some PYQs and then we will come back to the concepts. Okay. Look at this question. They are asking 2023 AP they have asked. We will be doing 20 AP and also TS. The circumcenter of the triangle with vertices. So this is what 7 marks question you have, correct na? Yes, okay, so much lengthy you have to do. Definitely if you do, you will get the answer. But that much time we don't have. Okay, here we will take it as what? This is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, circumcenter. Circumcenter means what? From that line, the altitude will be, all the altitudes should be equal. Okay, correct na? That length should become equal. So what we will do? PA is equal to PB is equal to PC. Let us take any of the points. Okay, circumcenter, let it be P x1 x comma y, P x comma y. So this will become what? PA should be equal to what? PB should be equal to what? PC, correct na? This is what we will be using. Or I can write what? PA square is equal to PB square is equal to PC square. Okay, let me do this PA. What is what I am getting? X minus, I should get equal values. This is what I will get. Let us go from the options. Here don't do conventionally how you used to do in board exams. Let us go from the option. Let us take this as the what? Circumcenter. 3 by 2 minus 2, that is what? 3 by 2 plus 2. So that is how much? 3 by 2 plus 2 is how much? 3 plus 4. 7 by 2 whole square. So that is what? 49 by 4. What is this? This one? 5 by 2 minus 3. That is what? Plus 1 by 4. So root of plus 1 by 4. This will be what? 50 by 4. That will be what? 25 into. So that is what? 5 root 2 by 2. 5 root 2 by 2. Or let us keep it as it is. We want equal values. So this will be what? Root 50 by 2. By 2. Root 50 by 2. Now this and this. PB you do it. PB square. 3 by 2 minus 2 is what? Again it is 49 by 4. Okay, 49 by 4. I am just doing the distance formula. 5 by 2 minus 1. My 5 by 2 minus of this is what? Plus 1. That is what? 7 by. So 3 by 2 minus 2. This is 3 by 2 minus 2 is. This is 1 by 4. This will become 1 by 4 and this will become 49 by 4. This will give us what? Root 50 by 2. So PA is this one. This is PB. I should have all the lengths equal. As of now I got PA is equal to PB. Now let us find out PC. So PC what I should do? This minus this. 3 by 2 minus 4 is how much? 3 by 2 minus 4 is minus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 whole square is what? 25 by 4. 25 by 4. 5 by 2 minus 0 is what? Again 25 by 4. So that will be what? Root 50 by 2. So all the lengths are equal. So we got this also, this only as a circumcenter. Go by the option. If not this option, go by this. Here what is the only thing that we have to apply? Only the distance formula. Otherwise if you do conventionally 7 marks question, it will take lot of time. But here it is only 1 mark. Okay, correct na? So you don't use the method which you use for IPE. Take this as circumcenter, find out PA, PB, PC. It should come equal. If it is not coming equal, this is not the circumcenter, then go for this option, like that. Okay, they go for this option, like that. Clear, understood everyone? Okay, go by the options. For such questions, go by the options. You will get the answer. Look at this question, TS 2024, they have asked. If the ratio of the distances of a variable point P from the point 1, 1 and the line x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0 is 1 is to root 2, then the equation of locus of P. The equation of locus of P. Sirisha, read it loudly again, the question.
The ratio of the distance of a variable point P from the point 1, 1 and the line x minus y plus 2 equals to 0. 1 is to root 2, then the equation of the locus P is.
Okay. They are asking what? Locus of P they are asking. So let P be this point x comma y. Okay, P be this point. They are telling the distance from, first they are telling distance of a variable point from the point 1, 1. Let this be the point. Let this be the point. This point be 1, 1. Okay, this is 1, 1. And the line, they are telling, and the line, there will be some line. Let this be some line. Okay, let this be some line. Okay, let this be some line. That is given as what? X minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Here to here distance. Okay, here to here distance. By distance they have only told. If the ratio of the distance of a variable point P from point and then the line is what? 1 is to root 2. That is, this is what? Ratio is what? Distance. Ratio of the distance is what? This is 1. This is how much? Root 2. Correct na? This is root 2. Okay, this is 1, this is root 2. Now they are asking the locus of P. They are asking the locus of P. How to find out? Section formula you apply. Just apply section formula. This is what? M, this is N. This is M, this is N. See, this is point P. Let me explain again. This is point P, x comma y. They are telling the distance of this point from point 1, 1. This is the point. From here the distance is what? They have not given the actual distance, they have given the ratio. Then from this point to line. Okay. See, locus of point P from another point. See, if this is the locus, that bottle is the locus. Okay, the distance of that locus from point P and to this line, this is the line. From point P 1, 1, that point P is 1, that point P is x comma y. This is 1, 1 point. From here to here and from there to here. Okay, from here to here, from there to here. From here to here it is what? The ratio is what? 1. And here to here it is what? Root 2. They are asking the coordinates of that point or equation of that point. That's all they are asking. So what you have to do? Apply section formula. This is what? M. This is N. So that is what? Formula is what? Mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So let us apply coordinates of x. So that will be equal to what? This will be what? Mx2. That is what? Root 2. But first of all, here we have what? X minus y plus 2. Correct na? Here we don't have, what is it? We don't have the points. Correct na? So what to do here? So instead of applying section formula, what we can do here is, just wait, in the equation of locus of P, in the equation of locus of P, correct na, equation of locus of P. So we will take it like this, let this be PA, this will be what? PB. So PA by PB is how much? What is the ratio? 1 is to root 2, 1 is to root 2, correct na? So I can write it as what? Root 2 PA is equal to PB, square on both sides, square on both sides. So this will become what? 2 times PA square is equal to PB square. Okay, PA square is what? You have to apply what? Distance formula, x minus 1 whole square, but 2 is there, 2 into x minus 1 whole square plus 2 into y minus 1 whole square, that is equal to PB square. PB square is what? You have to put these points here on this line. I told the distance from point to line, perpendicular distance is what? Ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square. If I put this point, this will become what? X minus y plus 2 divided by a square plus b square is what? Root 2. Correct na? This will be root 2. This will be root 2. Root of a square plus b square is what? Here a is what? 1. B is what? Minus 1. 1 square plus minus 1 square is what? 1 plus 1, that is root 2. Under square root it will become what? Root 2. Understanding? Focus? Understanding, Sharon? Okay, this will become root 2. Now what we will do? This is what we got. Here root 2 is there. Now further on this we will do what? Squaring on both sides. We will again do what? Squaring on both sides. Now what we can do? Squaring on both sides if you do, first we will simplify this. First we can simplify this, or x plus, already square is there, right? Why we have to do squaring on both sides again? See here, this is PB square. That means what? This will become what? See, PB square means this will become what? Entire thing under square root. Sorry, not under square root, entire thing we have to square. Because this is not PB, this is PB square. So no need to square on both sides again. So further simplify this. So this will become what? 2x square plus 2, what is it? Minus 4x. 2y square plus 2 minus 4y. This is what? This is what? X plus y plus z whole square formula. That is the formula we are applying. So this will become what? X square plus y square plus z square. Z is z or 2? 2, 4. Okay. Plus 4 plus this is minus 2xy. Correct na? Minus 2xy minus 4y. What is this? Plus 4. Correct no? Plus 4 divided by what? 2. Plus 4 divided by 2. Correct no? So now what we can do? 2x square, 2a square. Okay. Plus 4. 2 into this. 4x. Okay. Plus 4x. This is what we are having. Now we will take this to this side. What we will have? 4x square plus 4 minus 8x plus 4x square, 4y square plus 4 minus 8y is equal to what? Is equal to x square plus y square plus 4 minus 2xy minus 4y plus 4x. See, definitely questions are lengthy when it comes to geometry, but this is a simple question we have to do. Just you have to do what? Root 2 PA is equal to PB, that is 2 times PA square is equal to PB square. Apply the distance formula and simplify. So what we are doing, initially you will find it difficult, with practice you will understand, no need to worry. Okay, they are lengthy but you have to do it. Okay, geometric concepts are simple, you have to do it, but little lengthy. So see here what we can do, x square, 4x square is 3x square. Okay, 3y square, everywhere it is 3x square. Huh? So remove it, go for second option. No need to do further. Okay, actually here only we could have done 4x square minus x square is what? 3x square. Go for the second option. Only second option is having what? 3x square. Further don't do at all, don't waste your time. Go for the next question. Understood this one? So second option is the correct answer. Got it? This is also based on locus. So distance from a point and distance from a line. Okay, they are telling, they have given it in the ratio. Okay, got it? So 2024 they have asked yes. Look at this question. All of you read this question. Just read for yourself. Try to understand the question first. See, when you see such big questions, what you have to do? You have to leave and go to next question in the exam. In the end only you should solve if you have time. Otherwise, if you know, you can solve. Okay, in the end. Otherwise, go for, I'll give some logics in the end. Okay, in the end of the sessions I'll give you. Based on that logic, you go for the answer. So such big questions you don't have to solve, you don't have to think. Okay, simply if you give the paper setter who is setting the exam this much time, 160 questions, okay, they will not be able to solve. Simply they will sit and give the questions. Okay, such questions should not be given. Actually, if they give also, such questions are what? You have to leave. Okay, you have to leave, because it's not just attending all the question. You have to know one thing. You have to score well in EAPCET means one important thing is you should know what is that smart skipping. Skipping means not the skipping what you do. Smart skipping means what questions you have to leave. That is also very important. Then you will be able to attend what? You will be able to attend the easy questions. Smart skipping means this question is a question which will take me time, and I will go and attend which question which will give me answer very quickly. Such questions you have to attend. So you have to know smart skipping. That is what? Not the skipping what you do. Smart skipping means you have to leave such questions. You have to attend the end. Understood? But we will attend now. We will solve. Because in the exam pressure, when you have to remember all the concepts plus physics, chemistry, this question will take time. Okay, to understand. That time what you should do, leave and go to some other question which is easy to solve, because every question is 1 mark only, no? Just because you solve a difficult question, they won't give 2 marks. Correct, na? So what do you do? See here. So they have given L is equal to x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to minus p is equal to 0. This is what? This is nothing but parametric form they have given. So let us write this. Okay. Represents a line perpendicular to the line x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So see here. First here let me draw the coordinate axis. Observe, focus on the question, very important. If you understand, you can solve. See here, x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So how to draw the line? I don't know. So x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. What is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this? Minus 1. So that is what? Minus a by b, that is slope is minus 1. Slope is negative means the line will come how? The line will come like this, no? The line will be like this. What is this line? X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Correct, na? X plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. They are telling x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p, represents a line perpendicular to the line x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So there is a line which is perpendicular to this line. What is that line? Let this be the line. Okay. There is one more line which is perpendicular to this line. This line is what? L. That is what? X cos alpha plus y sin alpha minus p, or I can write it as is equal to p. Okay. Alpha means this is making an angle. What is that? What is it making? It is making an angle alpha. Write this down till here. You write down. Understood till here? Understood till here, everyone? What is the question saying? So here I cannot write alpha here. I cannot write alpha here. So see here, I cannot write alpha here. I have to extend. Why? Because alpha lies in the 4th quadrant. They are telling. I cannot write alpha here. Next, what they are telling? And the perpendicular distance from root 2 comma root 2. Root 2 comma root 2. Where it will come? In the 1st quadrant. Root 2 comma root 2. Both are positive. Both are positive means 1st quadrant. Somewhere here it will come. Root 2 comma root 2. So perpendicular distance. So see here. This P is a line from here to here. This P is a line from here to here. I have told you. This P will be the line from here to here, perpendicular distance. Then from this point, root 2 comma to root 2, this will be here. Okay. They are telling that the perpendicular distance from root 2 to the line is 5 units. This is what? 5 units. They are telling what? This is 5 units. Okay. This you forget. Okay. Instead of P, we will take this as what? Y is equal to mx line. We will take this. Y is equal to mx, slope is 1 means 45 degree means we will take it as y is equal to x. This is another line. Okay, this is P. This is P. So from here to here the line is what? The length is what they are telling? 5. Okay, they are telling what? This is not P actually, this should be 5. Okay, this is 5. Okay, then P is equal to how much they are telling? P is equal to, okay, from here to here the distance we call it as P. P is equal to how much they are telling? So this is 5 means P will also be 5. this is phi means P will also be phi. So first thing observe here, this is the line, then there is a perpendicular line to this, okay, perpendicular line to this, okay, perpendicular line to this, and this will take it as y is equal to mx line, m is equal to 1. So from this point root 2 comma root 2, if you write a perpendicular line, this is what the distance is 5 units. This will be P. P is how much they are asking. This line and this line are what, parallel lines. So length will be same. This is 5 means this will also be 5. That's all. So answer is 5. No solving anything. You have to draw the figure. You have to draw the figure and you will get the answer. Clear everyone? You can write this down. Okay. What I suggest, to leave this question. Okay. Here you have to know where the point will come. You will be thinking where to keep the alpha, all these things. So it will take at least 3-4 minutes. You have to leave the question. But I have explained the concept. Okay. You can use it in some other question. Got it? Please write the solution. Okay, now we will go back to the concept. Okay, so we have solved some PYQs. Now let us go back to the concept that we have to discuss today. Okay. Okay, let us come back to the concepts. So see here, consider two lines, okay, L1, L2. So lines are parallel, like I told you, if this is the condition, and they are coincident, that means they will lie one on another if it is all the things are equal. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, and perpendicular if it is A1 by A2 plus B1 by B2 is equal to 0. This we have already discussed. Next thing, see here, we will be studying about concurrency lines. That is, concurrent lines means three lines meeting at a point. That point is called concurrent point. Okay, point of concurrency. If three lines are passing through each other, okay, let this be L1, let this be L2, let this be L3. Okay, so if three lines are passing through each other, what we will have? The delta of that is, if it is denoted by A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3, if you find out the delta will be equal to 0. If three non-parallel lines I am talking about, it should be non-parallel lines. Non-parallel lines, if you find the delta, it will be equal to 0. If it is what? First of all, if they are telling concurrent lines, in the question they have told concurrent lines means three lines are concurrent. If they say the delta value will be equal to what? 0. That is the determinant, not delta, it should be determinant value will be that will be equal to 0. You have to take it. Okay, there also where in vectors, if they are collinear and coplanar, then their det is equal to 0. If det is equal to 0, they are not coplanar. Okay, here also see here, if they are concurrent, what it is? If they are concurrent, the det will be equal to 0. If they are non-parallel lines, but if parallel lines are only given, see, don't get confused with here and parallel lines. If three parallel lines are given, remember, if three parallel lines are given, okay, det of the three parallel lines will be equal to 0. So see here, three parallel lines are given like this. They are not at all meeting. This is line L1, L2 and L3. Det if you find out for this will also be equal to 0. Don't get confused with this. That is why I wrote three non-parallel lines. Three non-parallel lines, if they are concurrent, Okay, what you will find out, if they are concurrent means you will find you have to directly use the condition det will be equal to 0. If 3 lines are concurrent, det will be equal to 0. If 3 lines are parallel, det will be equal to 0. Now 3 lines are concurrent I have given. If they ask you to find out the point of concurrency, what is the point of intersection, that time you don't have to go with 3 lines. Take 2 lines, solve the 2 equations, you will get x comma y. So suppose we are having 2x plus 3y minus 3 is equal to 0. This is L1. This is L2 is 2x plus 4y minus 2 is equal to 0. Solve these 2 equations, you will get x and y, that is a point of intersection. That is a point of intersection you will get. Solving 2 lines will give you the point of concurrency. No need to solve 3 lines. Understood? So that's all I have to tell about what concurrency. Okay, if I summarize again, when it comes to concurrency, if 3 lines are concurrent, that is 3 non-parallel lines are concurrent, what happens? That will be equal to 0. And if 3 lines are parallel, there also that will be equal to 0. And if 3 lines are concurrent, if you want to find the point of concurrency, what you have to do? Solve just 2 lines, you will get x and y. No need to solve 3 lines. Understood? That's all you have to know when it comes to concurrency. Next, foot of the straight line on axy plus by plus c is equal to 0. So what is this c here? This is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the point x1 y1. This is the point x1 y1. From here, this is, let this be p, let this be q, okay, or let this be f. Okay, this will be x comma y. Foot of x1 y1 on straight line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, they are asking the foot. Okay, they are asking the foot of the perpendicular. Okay, so foot of the perpendicular, if they ask, just a minute. Okay, foot of the perpendicular if they are asking. Foot of the perpendicular if they are asking, what you have to do? Foot of the perpendicular means they will give this point. They will give the line. They will ask the this one. Foot means what? See, suppose there is a line from here to here. There is that point and this is the line. Below is the line. Where is the point of meeting? That point of meeting coordinates they will ask. They will ask the coordinates of this. That is x comma y. How to find out? The formula is x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to what? Minus ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. Here root will not come. Here root will not come. Understood? So here it is minus. Minus means you can take it as minus 1. Here root won't come. So understood? So what do you mean by the foot? I am here, I am not finding the distance. The coordinates of this point where it is meeting, that I am finding. Till now we were finding what? Distance. From here to here, what is the distance we are finding? But I want the coordinates of this, where it is meeting. If they ask, that means what? You have to find the foot. Foot means what? What is the formula you will use? X minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to ax1 plus by1 plus c1 plus c by a square plus b square. Here root won't come. Understood? Nilima, Neeraja, Deepika, understood? Here root won't come. Vinay got it? Shravani got it? Shravanti? Here root won't come. That is one thing you have to remember. Here it is minus. That's all. So this is the thing. So let me give a question based on this. Suppose they give you something like this. 3x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and the point is given as 2 comma 1. Okay, my question is find the foot, find out x comma y. Hmm? Good. Okay. So what we will do, if they ask this, see this one you find out equate to this one you find out equate to this, that's all. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now see here, for this question, what is it? 2 comma 1. Okay, x minus what is it? X minus 2 by a is how much? 3 is equal to y minus y1. That is what? 1 minus, sorry, this should be y minus 1 divided by 1 is equal to how much? Minus what is this? 6 plus 1 plus 1, correct na? I can write it as what? Directly I can write it as what? 8 minus 8 by a square plus b square, that is what? Plus 1, that is 10. So further I can simplify, I can write it as what? Minus 4 by 5. Minus 4 by 5. So let me equate this to this, then this to this. So x minus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 4 by 5. So x minus 2 is equal to what? Minus 12 by 5. Correct na? So x is equal to how much? Minus 12 by 5 plus 2. So x is equal to how much? Minus 12 plus 10 by 2, that is minus 2 by 5. I'll get minus 2 by 5. What about y? So y minus 1 is equal to minus 4 by 5. So y is equal to how much? Minus 4 plus 1. This will be 5. So this will become what? Minus 4 plus 5 by 5. That will be what? 1 by 5. So we get what? This will be equal to minus 2 by 5 comma 1 by 5. That's all. Just basic simple calculation. That's all we are having. Understanding? Nikhil? What is that? Okay, focusing, understanding. Vinay, getting it. Harsha, Sai Nishit, Rohan. Okay, it's coming blur. Okay. Next thing. So that's all when it comes to foot. What we are finding the distance, that perpendicular distance where it is touching the line, that coordinates we have to find. That is the meaning of foot. Okay. So concurrency we learned, then foot we learned. Now we have to study about image. So see here, image of a comma b. First I will not write the figure. First I will write only this much. Image of a comma b with respect to y is equal to x. If they have given what? Y is equal to x, it will become what? B comma a. If it is y is equal to x, it will become what? B comma a. Image of a comma b with respect to y is equal to x, it will become what? B comma a. Now if they give image of a comma b with respect to y is equal to minus x, here also it will become what? B comma a only. What will happen? Minus a minus b. Minus b minus a. You have to put them, what is that? Negative sign. That's all. Y is equal to minus x. How it happens? Now see. Y is equal to x means this is the line, correct na? Y is equal to x. Here let this be the point. A comma b, this will be the point. Image of this will come here. Image of this will come here. So this will become what? B comma a. This will become B comma a. Okay, understanding? Srinidhi. So a comma will become what? B comma a here. Now y is equal to minus x, or x is equal to minus y, or y is equal to minus x. This will become here. Y is equal to minus x will be here. Now for this where it will come? It will come here. It will come here. What will happen when it comes here? This will become minus b comma minus a. Minus b comma minus a. Got it? Okay, minus b comma minus a. Got it, everyone? So what you have to think is, don't worry about the figure. If they give a comma b, it is b comma a. If it is y is equal to x. If it is y is equal to minus x, what will happen? A comma b will become what? Minus b comma minus a. Okay, minus b comma minus a. Okay, I don't expect question from image. It's a very simple question. Okay, it may be a part of some other question, that's all. Okay, sub question may be there, but direct question from image, such simple question won't come. If it comes, it is good. Okay, you have know the concept now. Okay, got it? So if they give some straight line, okay, and they ask you to find the image, you know how to find it. Now they will ask image of x1 y1 with respect to straight line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Image of this with respect to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So see here, there is a point here x1 y1, okay, and there is a line here ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, and there is a foot here that is x comma y, okay. Like I told you, here if they ask image of x1 y1, okay, we have to find x comma y only here. If they ask image of this, okay, x1 y1, how to find out? The formula will be same as, what is that? Foot of this thing. Only thing is it will become 2 will come, okay. This will become what? X minus x1 by a is equal to what? Y minus y1 by b is equal to what? Ax square minus ax square, sorry, not x square, ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. See here, same as this formula, okay, same as this formula, here it will come, same as this formula, here it will come, but here what happens, instead of minus it will become minus 1, it will become minus 2, that's all. Only change is that one, okay. When they ask image of a point with respect to a line, it is same as the foot, same formula. There it was same thing, but here minus 2 is there minus 2 is not there, here it is minus 1, nothing is there means minus 1. Now here it is minus 2, that's all. Understood? This is the formula here. When it comes to foot, this is the formula. Where is the foot? This is the formula. When it comes to foot, this is the formula. Same formula we have to write. Instead of minus 1, you have to write what? Minus 2. Okay. This is what? Minus 2. Got it? This is what? Minus 2 when it comes to image. Image of a point with respect to a line. This is what? The formula. Now, one more thing. Orthocenter, circumcenter and centroid. Orthocenter, I'll write here orthocenter, ONGC, N is not there for you. Circumcenter, okay, and centroid. Okay. Centroid will come here, circumcenter will come here. These are the points means, this centroid will divide orthocenter and a line joining. Orthocenter and circumcenter will be divided by the centroid in the ratio 2:1. A line joining orthocenter and circumcenter will be divided by the centroid in the ratio 2:1. You have to make a note. A line joining orthocenter and circumcenter will be divided by the centroid in the ratio 2:1. Those who are new, don't worry, you have to watch the previous class. Then you will get more clarity. No need to worry. Okay, because in the previous class I have discussed, in the yesterday's class I have discussed what is orthocenter, what is centroid, what is circumcenter, what is incenter clearly, very clearly. Okay, then you will have clarity, no need to worry. Okay, understood this one? So the centroid will divide the line joining orthocenter and what is that, circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. That's all you have to remember here. Okay. This reflection property is not important, not required for you. They will not ask. Even if they ask, nothing to worry. Okay, family of straight lines. So family of straight lines, this is a very important concept. We are coming to almost the end of the topic. Okay, coming to, but here so many things are there. Family of straight lines, here homogeneous lines, non-homogeneous lines, how to make non-homogeneous lines homogeneous, all these things you have to know. Homogeneous lines means what? Simple, you understand. Homogeneous lines means they will intersect at origin. They will intersect where? At origin. That is they will intersect, the point of intersection of two lines will be what? 0, 0. Non-homogeneous lines means they will not intersect at origin, that's all. Okay. Homogeneous lines, they will intersect at origin. Non-homogeneous lines, they will not intersect at origin. Okay. So now if I talk about family of straight lines, see here, this is one straight line, this is one straight line, let this be L1, let this be L2. Now this is the point. Now this is the point. Now from this point, how many straight lines can I draw? Infinitely many straight lines I can draw like this, correct na? Infinitely many straight lines I can keep drawing. Infinitely many straight lines I can keep drawing. Now if they ask for the family of straight lines, if they ask an equation, how do you represent family of straight lines? Equation of family of straight lines, it is very simple. What you have to do is, L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. This is the equation for what? Family of straight lines. L1 will be represented by what? A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. L2 will be represented by A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Understood, Sai Nishit? So you will write it as what? L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0, where lambda is some real number. Lambda belongs to some real number. Understood? Understood. This is the family of straight lines equation. This is family of straight lines equation. Now based on this concept, let us take up some questions, then you will get clarity. So see here, first thing is, so let me take it here. Find line passing through intersection of x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. This is first thing. And also first thing, passing through 1 comma 3 passing through 1 comma 3. Next is having maximum distance from another point 1 comma 2. So see here, there are 3 questions here. Find the line passing through the intersection of 2 lines, x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0, and also the line is passing through 1 comma 3, that is next question, and also having another line having maximum distance from the point 1 comma 2. So first thing is what? Line passing through the intersection of these two. First I should find what? The point I have to find, correct na? I have to find the point of intersection. For that what I have to do? Solve these two equations. First let me find out the point of intersection. So for this I told you, what is the equation of family of straight lines I should do? Let this be L1, let this be L2. So I can write it as what? L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. So L1 is what? X plus y minus 1 is equal to plus, what is this? Lambda L2. Lambda into what is it? 2 lambda. Let me write it just like this. Lambda into, what is it? Lambda into L2 is how much? 2x plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let us find out the intersection points. That is what we are having, x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Here 2x is there. So let me multiply this by 2. Okay, this will become what? Wake up Ritika, 2x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. So this will become what? 2x plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Solve this. What you will get? Minus and this is plus. So this will be what? Minus means this will be called minus y is equal to what? 0. So I will get what? Y is equal to 0. X will become what? 1. So the point of intersection is what? 1 comma 0. This is one thing. Keep it as it is. 1 comma 0. Now they are telling it is passing through 1 comma 3. Passing through 1 comma 3 means for this I should put what? 1 comma 3. Wherever x and y is there I should put what? 1 comma 3. Okay. So this is what 1 comma 3 means. This will become 1 plus 3 minus 1 plus lambda into 2 plus 9 minus 2 is equal to 0. So this will become what? 3 plus 1 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. This is what? 11 plus 9 lambda is equal to 0. So lambda is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. Lambda is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. Now I will put lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3 here in this equation. So when I put lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3, by one any doubt? So when I put lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3 here, what will happen? I will get the equation of the line passing through 1 comma 3. Put lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3 here, I will get the equation of the line passing through 1 comma 3. Okay. Just substitution, nothing more calculation here. Passing through 1 comma 3, just put 1 comma 3, I will get lambda. Now put the value of lambda here, I will get the equation of line passing through 1 comma 3. Okay, I will get the equation of the line passing through 1 comma 3. So put it here. So I will get what? X plus y minus 1, this is what? Minus 2x minus 3y, okay, plus 2, this will become what? This is 3x plus 3y minus 3 will be equal to 0. Now 3x minus 2x is what? X. This will be 0 minus 1 is equal to 0. I will get equation was what? X minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the line, family of line passing through 1 comma 3. Next is what? Having maximum distance from what? What is the point? 1 comma 2. Having maximum distance from the point 1 comma 2. Correct now? Now let me take the line. Okay, or we have to take this as what? This is L2. Where is L1? This is L2. This is, let this be L1. This is be L2. This is point of intersection. Correct na? This is point of intersection. What is that we got? 1 comma 0. Now the equation of the line having maximum distance from the point 1 comma 2. The point is what? 1 comma 2. Okay. Now listen, very important, listen. Having maximum distance or having farthest distance. Maximum distance, now you have to focus. Maximum distance or farthest distance, if they say, what you have to take? You have to take the perpendicular distance. Okay. To the given line, Liharika, stop laughing, you have to focus. What is it? What is it? Perpendicular distance. Anusha disturbing? Huh? Okay, fine. If disturbing, no, it's okay, no problem. So, farthest distance means what? Perpendicular distance from the point. Any line, if it is having farthest distance, it will have perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance between what? 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 2. That is what? For this line, if I take, okay, perpendicular distance, this should be perpendicular. This point is what? Point of intersection 1 comma 0, I got it. This is what? 1 comma 2, they have only given. Now, the slope will be what? Perpendicular distance means m1, m2 is equal to what? Minus 1. So, m1 will be what if I find out? M if I find out, this will be what? 2 points are given. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. M will be equal to what? y2 minus 1. 2 minus 0 is what? 2 by 0. This will be what? Infinity. Okay, this will be infinity. Another one will be what? Minus 1 by infinity. That will be what? 0. M1 will be infinity. M2 will be what? See, one slope you got infinity. Another slope will be what? 1 by minus 1 by infinity. That will be 0. That will be 0. Now you find out the equation of that line. The equation of the line will be what? Y minus y1. Y1 is how much? 0. Y minus y1 is 0. Into m is what? Slope is what? 0. Into x minus x1 is what? 1. Okay, from this point. So 0 into this will be what? Y is equal to 0. This will be the equation of the line. Understood? Here most important thing is you have to understand. See, forget about the question. You have to understand. If they give family of straight lines, the equation should be L1 plus lambda plus L2. L1 plus lambda L2. L1 plus lambda L2. If they give it is passing through some point, put that point and get the lambda. Then put the lambda and you will get L1 plus lambda L2 equation, you will get it. And if they say farthest point, what you have to take? The perpendicular distance. From the line, you have to take the perpendicular distance. When you take the perpendicular distance, you will find the slope. Okay, 2 points you will be able to find. How? One will be intersecting point, another will be the point they have only given. First thing what you will find? You will find the intersecting point. Another will be the point they have given. Okay, then you find out the slope means y2 minus y1 is equal to x2 minus by divided by x2 minus x1, you will get the slope. That is m1. Another slope will be what? Minus of 1 by m1. Because m1 m2 will be equal to what? Minus 1. Because perpendicular distance is what? Slopes will be m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. Find out one slope, another slope will be reciprocal of that along with minus sign. You will get the answer. Clear? Anyways, once we do the question, you will be getting clarity. Well, let us continue with family of straight lines. See here. Now see here. There will be two straight lines. See here. Let this be theta, angle between them. This will be L1, this will be L2. Family of straight lines. Now I am talking about angular bisector. So till now we studied what is family of straight line. Now we will study the angle between them. That is angular bisector we will be studying. Angle bisector. Angle bisector, see here. So when I talk about angle bisector, if this is theta, this will become how much? 180 minus theta. Correct na? 180 minus theta. So angle bisector, see here. This angle bisector, it will bisect it in what? Theta by 2. Theta by 2. That this way angle bisector 1. There will be two angle bisectors. Now this will bisect in the ratio of how much? This will be 90 minus theta by 2. This will be 90 minus theta by 2. Let this be angular bisector 2. Let this be angular bisector 2. Okay. Understood till here? What I am telling? One will be theta, one will be 190 minus theta. Angular bisector means it will bisect those angles. Okay. Now, now if they ask what is this angular bisector, first thing you should know what? Let this L1 be AX1 plus A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. L2 is equal to what? What is this? A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Now, if they ask angular bisector, see here, you have to write down angular bisectors. If they ask, it is nothing but equal to A1x plus B1y plus C1 divided by square root of A1 square plus B1 square. That will be equal to plus or minus A2x plus B2y plus C2 divided by square root of A2 square plus B2 square. So this is the thing you have to remember. Angular bisectors. Here angular bisectors. There will be two angular bisectors. How to find out? One will be this one is equal to plus see A1x plus B1y by plus C1 square root of this is equal to 1 will be plus of this, plus of A2x plus B2y plus C2 by divided by square root of this. Another will be equal to what? Minus of this. So suppose I take like this AB1 angular bisector 1 angular bisector 2. This is nothing but what? L1. Correct na? Divided by square root of something. This is what is given is equal to plus L2 by square root of this. Plus L2 by square root of this. Angular bisector 2 will be what? L1 by square root of this is equal to minus L2 by square root of this. Minus L2 by square root of this. This is angular bisector 2. Okay. Angular bisector 1 is what? L1 by square root of this is equal to plus L2 by this. On solving this you will get the answer. Then angular bisector 2 will be what? L1 by square root of this is equal to minus of L2 by square root of this. Okay, getting it till here. Now, if you take two lines, which should take? They will ask not just angular bisector, they will ask obtuse angular bisector. You have to focus on the class, not on the outside. Okay, if they ask angular bisector, sometimes they will ask what? Find the obtuse angular bisector and also acute angular bisector. That time how to decide which is acute, which is obtuse? For that we have a concept or the trick. Okay, now see here, for this one, if they have given L1 is denoted by A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0, L2 is denoted by A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Okay. If we are having A1 plus A2 plus B1 plus B2 is greater than 0, another one is A1 plus A2 plus B1 plus B2 is less than 0. Okay. You have to write down this box. Okay. So you can write it down later. First we will have a break. After that I will continue with what? Angular bisector. Fine. So let's meet again at after 15 minutes. నాకు తెలుసు. ఓకే ఓకే లీవ్ ఇట్. ఓకే లెట్ us కంటిన్యూ. ఇంకా రావాలా? ఓకే nothing. It's live class. It's a live class. Not at all. It is a live class. It's not my birthday. Just listen. Shh. Okay, let us continue. So here, so we were discussing about what? Let me check with if I am audible. So first thing is, so we were discussing about what? Angular bisectors, correct na? So here L1 L2 we have to take it, and we have to check for A1 plus A1 A2 plus B1 B2 is greater than 0 or less than 0. So for this, for doing this, first thing is what? You have to make sure that, like how we did for what? What is that? We did for normal form. What is that? C should be positive, I told you. Okay, same thing here also. C1 should be greater than 0, C2 should be greater than 0. That means what? They should be positive. If they are not positive, make it positive, then you have to go for this. Okay, then when you go for this, if you are getting positive, okay, that is A1 by A2 plus B1 by B2, if you are getting greater than 0, that is positive, then obtuse will be positive. Obtuse will be positive means what? Here you will put L1 by, this is what? Angular bisector 1, L1 by this is equal to plus L1 by L2 by this, what value you get? That will be what? That will be the obtuse angular bisector. That will be what? Obtuse angular bisector. And what you get minus? That will be acute angular bisector. So positive means positive is obtuse. Reverse of that is acute. Now negative, A1 by A2 plus B1 by A2, if it is negative. So if you get negative means, so you have to take L1 by, what is this? Minus, you will take it as obtuse. So positive you will take it as acute. That's all. So we will take an example, you will understand. Okay, we will take an example, what I am telling, then you will be able to make sense. Okay, let us take an example. So let us take L1 is equal to x plus y plus 3 is equal to 0. L2, let us take it as minus x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Let us take it like this. Okay. Now tell me, by looking at this, C1 is what? Positive, right? Just like this, by looking at the C1 is positive, C2 is also positive. Now A1 by A1 A2 plus B1 B2, you do it. A1 A2, what is it? A1 A2. So A1 A2 is what? 1 into 1 is minus 1. B1 B2 is what? Plus 2. This we are getting 1. So we are getting positive. So that means what? If they ask obtuse angular bisector, so L1 by square root of this is equal to plus L2 by square root of this. So what do we get the value? That is obtuse angular bisector. Obtuse angular bisector. Then L1 by square root of this is equal to minus L2 by square root of this. What we get this value? That is what? That is acute angular bisector. Acute angular bisector. So let us find out these values. How to find out these values? So what you will apply the formula? What did I tell you? So A1x plus B1y plus C1 by A1 square plus B1 square. This is what? A2x plus B2y by A2 square x, A2 square plus B2 square, square root, within the square root. You apply that and you equate it. When you equate it, what you will get the value? Okay, that is obtuse angular bisector, and you equate it, what you get the value, that is acute angular bisector. Why? Because A1 A2 plus B1 B2 is coming positive. So positive, what you get, L1 by L2 is equal to positive L2, we will take it as what, obtuse. L1 by L2 is equal to negative L2, we will take it as acute. Now when this is coming less than 0, what you will take, L1 by L2 is equal to minus, this will be obtuse, positive will be acute. That's all I am telling. Understood again? So first take the equation, make sure that C1 C2 are positive. Then A1 by A2 plus B1 by B2, that is what, condition for perpendicular lines, correct na? That should be coming what, greater than 0. That is if it is positive, so L1 by square root of that is equal to L2 by square root of that, that is plus value will be positive. Like you know, for angular bisector there are two formulas, what it is, plus or minus is there. You will take plus when this is positive, plus and minus. When this is positive, whatever you are taking plus, that will be obtuse, whatever you are taking minus, that will be acute, and it is reverse for less than 0. That's all. Okay, that's all you have to remember. So acute angular bisector, obtuse angular bisector, they will ask. Okay, so when we do the question, you will get clarity. Now see here, sometimes what they will ask is, find the angular bisector containing origin, not containing origin. They will not ask acute, obtuse. Okay, they will say find the angular bisector containing origin, not containing origin. So here very simple, what you have to do is containing origin, not containing origin. So please make a note of it. So first is containing origin. See, the formula is this one, you have to make a note. Everywhere I am writing short form, I am just telling that you will be able to remember. Okay, this you have to use it. So containing origin, that means what, containing 0, 0. Angular bisector is from origin. Next, not containing origin, you have to focus, not containing origin. Okay, not containing origin. So containing origin you have to focus in the class, whatever possible, how much are possible, maximum you have to grasp in the class, not just going and study. If you grasp in the class, you will be able to prepare well and do well. So containing origin means you should take it as what, L1 by angular bisector, you should take it as what, L1 by root is equal to L2 by root. That means what, L1 by root is equal to L2 by root, you should take it as the positive value, containing origin. If it is not containing origin, L1 by root is equal to minus L2 by root. Okay, you should take minus. Okay, not containing origin, what you should do, L1 by square root of this is equal to minus L2 by square root of this. Okay, the formula will become like this. Understood? So if it is containing origin, it is plus. Not containing origin, L1 by square root of this is equal to minus L2 by square root of this. That's all. Nothing much. That is the only shortcut you have to remember. Got it? Understood everyone? So if it is containing origin, positive value will get. Not containing origin, L1 by this is equal to minus L2 by square root of this. Got it? This is when it comes to family of straight lines. Next one, pair of straight lines. Till now, family of straight lines fine. You are taking one line and another line. Now what they will do, pair of straight line means they will combine the line and give. They will combine the line and give. We have to find separate lines. They will combine the line and give. We have to find separate lines. So see here. So pair of straight lines. Okay. So this is what is given. So they have given ax square plus 2hx plus by square is equal to 0. So here I am talking about pair of straight lines. Here I am talking about homogeneous. Homogeneous. I already told you homogeneous means what? Homogeneous straight lines means what? They will point of intersection. That is what you have to grasp. Point of intersection will be at origin. So this equation is made of two lines, L1 into L2. If you do it, you will get this equation. L1 into L2, if you do it, you will get this equation. In the question they will ask, find out L1, find out L2. Okay, ax square plus 2hx plus by square is equal to 0. Okay, this is the equation of pair of straight lines, two straight lines combined. So L1, L2, if you do multiply, you will get this. Okay, now these are homogeneous because they will intersect at origin. So this will intersect L1, this is L2, they will intersect at what? The point at origin. Okay, now if you want to find L1, if you want to find L2, this is the formula. Should you remember the formula? Definitely not. Okay, I will tell you the another method. We will take a question. We will take an example. Through that you will learn. Okay, let us take an example. 3x square plus 10xy plus 3y square is equal to 0. Okay, this is what? This is the pair of straight lines they have given. Pair of straight lines they have given. See here, ax square plus 2hxy plus 3y square, something like that they have given. Now if they ask you to find L1 and L2, this is L1 L2 combined. So what you have to do? Divide the entire equation by x square. Divide entire equation by x square. Divide entire equation by what? X square. If I divide by x square, so this will become what? 3 plus 10 y by x plus 3 by into y by x whole square is equal to 0. Now my question to you is, if it is intersecting at origin, the slope of the line or equation of the line, what we will write it as? Y is equal to mx plus c. If it is passing through origin, c will become what? 0. So y is equal to mx. So y by x is equal to what? M. So y by x is equal to what? M. So wherever y by x is there, I can put what? M. Correct na? So this will become what? 3 plus 10m plus 3m square. Or I can write it as 3m square plus 10m plus 3 is equal to 0. So this is how we will get it? 9m plus m. Correct na? So 3m square plus 9m plus m plus 3 is equal to 0. So 3m into m plus 3 plus m plus 3. This is equal to 0. So m is equal to what? Minus 3. So m is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. Correct na? Minus 1 by 3. So m is equal to minus 3, m is equal to minus 1 by 3. But what is m? Y by x. So y by x is equal to what? Minus 3. Y by x is equal to what? Minus 1 by 3. So this will become what? Y is equal to minus 3x, or I can write it as what? 3x plus y. Y is equal to 0. This is one equation. This is what? 3y is equal to minus x. So x plus 3y is equal to 0. So these two are the, this is L1, this is L2, whatever it is. We got two lines. This is the way you find out. No need to by heart the formula. Okay, no need to by heart the formula. What you have to do? So whatever equation is given, divide by x square. Divide by x square, y by x you take it as m. So solve the quadratic equation. You will get two values for m. Put y by x is equal to that value. You will get two lines. Two equation of straight lines. Got it, everyone? Understood? Very simple. Just divide by x square. Nikhil, focusing? You have to focus, grasp more things in the class, then marks will improve. Okay, not just working hard in home. You have to focus here. Working hard means studying I am talking about. Okay. Done? Now see here, the second degree homogeneous equation, that is ax square plus 2hx plus by square, represents a pair of straight lines passing through the origin and represents. So what did we write? See here, ax square plus 2hx plus by square. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Here, if h square is greater than ab, then two real and distinct lines. Two real and distinct lines means two lines we will have, and they are different. Distinct means they will different, they will not be same. Okay, if h square is equal to ab, we will have two coincident lines. Two coincident lines means we will get same line, one over another. So if h square is greater than ab, just like what? Discriminant, correct now? What is that? B square minus 4ac is greater than 0, real and distinct root, just like that, real and distinct lines. If it is equal to 0, two coincident lines. Two coincident lines, real and equal roots there. This is what? Two coincident lines. If it is less than AB, you will have what? Imaginary lines. This is not much important. These two conditions you have to remember. These two conditions you have to remember. So let us take example 4x square plus 4xy plus 4y square is equal to 0. Now look at this. I have given an example. Compare this with the standard equation. Standard equation is what? Ax square plus 2hx y plus by square. So here a is what? 4. B is what? 4. So here 4hx. Here it is what? 2hx. xy is there. Where have what? 2h is equal to 4. H is equal to 2. H square will be what? 4. Okay. AB will be what? 4 4 is a 16. So h square, here it is what? H square is less than AB, correct na? So we will have what? Imaginary lines. This is how you will find out. Okay, this is how you will find out. Got it? This is how you will find out. Here, instead of 4, if I do it 1, instead of 4, if I do it 1 or just y square. Now we got imaginary lines. Now if I do it just y square, no y square, just a will be what? 4, b will be 1, h will be 2 only, correct na? So h square will be what? 2 square 4. Okay, ab will be how much? 4 into 1, 4. So h square will be equal to what? AB. That means what we will get? Two coincident lines. What are those lines here? 4x square plus 4xy plus y. So that I can write it as what? See here, a square plus b square plus 2ab. That is nothing but equal to what? 2x plus y whole square is equal to 0. Correct na? See here, 2x whole square plus y square plus 2 into ab. 2 into 2 is 4xy. So we are having 2x plus y whole square. So we are getting coincident lines. So one line is what? 2x plus y is equal to 0. Another line is what? 2x plus y is equal to 0. That is what we got. Okay, that is how h square and relation between h square and AB will help us to find what kind of lines we will get. Okay, if it is greater than AB, two lines, two real lines, but they are different lines. Okay, got it? Understood everyone? Okay, next thing. This one not that important. Angle between pair of lines. So two lines we combine, we will get this equation. But angle between pair of lines, this is important. This is okay. This if you forget also no problem. Okay, this is important and this is highly important. This is highly important. So this will be what? Okay, a plus b by square root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. This is what? 2 times h square minus ab by a plus b. A plus b should not be equal to 0. Okay, so these two formulas you have to definitely remember. This is not coming from ax plus by plus c. This is coming from which equation? Ax square plus 2hx plus by square is equal to 0. Then if they ask the angle, not two lines, when the combined lines are given, and then if the angle ask the angle, then you have to use this formula, either cos theta or tan theta. So both you have to learn, cos theta or also tan theta. Got it? Important is what? Tan theta. Are you focusing, Vinay? Kushburz. Yes, secret. What is it? Name is Kushburz. Yes, secret. What secret? Aim secret, Amma? What man? Any secret? Harsha, what secret? Sharan, Nikhil? tan 90 is how much? Undefined, correct na? So here if a plus b will become equal to 0, what will happen? Theta will become what? Pi by 2. This also we make a note. If a plus b will become equal to what? 0, theta will become equal to what? Pi by 2. Okay. See here also cos pi by 2 is 0. So 0 by something is what? 0 only. So cos theta, here also it will become 0. So a plus b is equal to 0, you will get what? Theta is equal to pi by 2. Okay, got it? Understood? So these two things you have to remember. Angles. See, out of many formulas I have told you how to remember. This one you definitely have to remember it by yourself, because this is very important. So when they give pair of straight lines, how to remember? This is the thing. A plus b will come divided by a minus b whole square plus 4h square. So this is 2 times square root of h square minus ab by modulus of a plus b. A plus b, if it is equal to 0, theta will be pi by 2. Okay, that means what? The pair of straight lines are perpendicular to each other. The lines represent this one are perpendicular if a plus b is equal to 0. Okay, that is coefficient of x square, coefficient of y square is equal to 0. That is what? Same thing I told you. Okay, same thing I told you. Okay, pair of parallel lines. Pair of parallel lines. Okay, the equation to the pair of parallel lines passing through the point x1 y1 and parallel to the pair of straight lines, this one. Okay, so there is equation is representing what? Two lines combined. Another one is a line which is parallel to the family of these lines and passing through the point C. This is one L1 L2 line. Okay, there is another line which is passing through the point x1 y1. Okay, now if they ask the equation of this line, if they ask the equation of this parallel line, okay, the equation to the parallel lines passing through the point x1 y1 and parallel to the pair of straight lines, the equation of parallel lines passing through this point, so many parallel lines passing through this point. Okay, what is the equation if they ask? We are having what? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, correct na? Just like how you used to do in circle, here you have to do what? Instead of x, what you should do? X minus x1 whole square plus 2 into h x minus x1 into y minus y1 plus b into y minus y1 whole square. Understood? So for a pair of straight lines, if there is another line or so many lines which are passing through the point x1 y1 and parallel to these lines, which line? The pair of lines, that equation is given by what? Same equation. For that, what you do? Instead of x you write what? X minus x1. Wherever x is there, replace it by what? X minus x1. Wherever y is there, what you should replace it by? Y minus y1. Got it? Akshaya, Srinidhi, Liharika, Anushka? Got it, Roshni? Sirisha and Siri, got it? What you should do? Bhavani got it? X minus x1, y minus y1. That's all. If it is what? If it is parallel lines. What happens if it is perpendicular? Let us see. What happens if it is perpendicular? Let us see. Okay. So this one. So what did I say? Homogeneous lines means they will be like this, correct na? L1, L2, this will be what? 0, 0. Homogeneous lines, they will intersect here. Now when I say parallel lines, so there is one parallel line to this, another line which is parallel to this. Okay, so this is x1 y1, this is x1 y1. So this is how it comes. This is a system of pair of lines, this is origin. So there is one line parallel to this, another line parallel to this. When they intersect here at point x1 y1, what is the equation of this they are asking? What is the equation of this they are asking? This will be which is parallel to this, which is this is system of lines which is parallel to this system of lines. What is the equation of this system of lines they are asking? So then this is the point. Then this is the point. Now let us see if they are perpendicular. Now let us see what will happen if they are perpendicular. Okay. Now let us see what will happen if they are perpendicular. Got it? Now so equation, if it is perpendicular, okay, if it is perpendicular, what you have to do? Same thing what you used to do there. Okay, bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square. That's all you have to do. Pair of perpendicular lines. What is this here? Something is missing. Okay. See, if there is one line which is perpendicular, see, this is 0 comma 0, and if there is one line which is perpendicular to this, if there is one line which is perpendicular to this, if they are asking, then what you have to do, instead of this you will write what, bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square. It is not minus ay, this is minus will come here, be careful. Now if it is perpendicular to the entire system, so see here, this is the 0 comma 0 line, one line is perpendicular to this, another line is perpendicular to this, we are having x1 y1. That time what you should do, same here, bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square is there. Instead of x, what you should do, x minus x1 y minus y1, that is what is given here. So see here, the equation to the pair of lines passing through the point x1 y1 and perpendicular to the pair of straight lines, this one is given, means pair of straight lines. Okay, the equation of pair of lines perpendicular to this. See, one line perpendicular, you will write what, this one line is perpendicular, you write it like this. For the system of lines, that is, this is the system of lines 0 comma 0, for this only one line is perpendicular. Okay, for that what you will write, like this. But for this there is another system of lines which is completely perpendicular to this, that is what I told you. See here, for this line is perpendicular, for this line is perpendicular, we are getting x1 y1. So if they ask equation of this system, what you should do, for this itself you have to write what, x minus x1, where y is there, you should write what, y minus y1, that's all. Okay, got it, just like what we did in normal straight lines. For pair of straight lines, same thing. Okay, for the standard formula we should do what, x minus x1, that's all. Clear? Common lines. So what do you mean by common lines? So see here, common lines means what, I told you they intersect at 0 comma 0. Through 0 comma 0, if there are many lines that are passing, they are called as common lines. So if the pair of lines a1 x square plus b1 x square, a2 x square, b1 x square is equal to 0, have one line in common, so what is the equation of that if it is given? See, this is what, 0 comma 0. Okay, through this another line is passing, another line is passing. Okay, like this lines are passing, which the lines which are passing through 0 comma 0, they are called common lines. Okay, but if it is passing through other point, they are not called common lines. They may be perpendicular or parallel, or they may be having some angle. Okay, for that what we will use, cos theta, sin theta, tan theta, that and all we will use. Now when it is common lines means what, it is passing through 0 comma 0. Okay, it is passing through the same point 0 comma 0, we call that as what, common lines. You have to wake up and focus. We call that as what, common lines, and it is given by what, either this you can follow or this one. This one is easy. See, det of a1 by a2, 2h1 2h2, okay, 2h1 2h2 b1 b2, okay, is equal to a1 b1 a2 b2 whole square, that's all. Remember this one, remember this one. Okay, understood? So two pair of lines, okay, if it is given, for that common line is given by what, this one. Okay, this is pair of lines, this is one pair of lines, this is another pair of lines. For that common lines if you are finding, common line means what, they have to pass through the origin only, because these two pair of lines are passing through what, origin. So the common line should also pass through what, origin. So the common line, for that the equation is given by what, this one. Okay, det of this is equal to this det of this. So what you get the value, that will be the answer. Either you can learn this or this one. I will suggest you to learn this. I will suggest you to learn this because you don't have to remember this. A1, A2, H1, H2, 2 with along with 2, 2H1, 2H2, because in formula also 2H is there. Okay, B1, B2, just like how the formula is there, write down. Then you will write what, A1, B1, A2, B2 whole square, det of it, not matrix, det of it. So formula is what, A1, A2, 2H1, 2H2, again 2H1, 2H2, B1, B2 is equal to A1, B1, A2, B2 whole square, that's all. Understood? This is the way you have to learn it. Done. Now see here, this one this one anyways we have discussed. Common length, this is not required for you. Product of perpendicular lines. Product of perpendicular lines. See here, 0, 0. So there is one perpendicular line here, there is one perpendicular line here. For this one, there is one perpendicular line. For this one, there is one perpendicular. Let this be P1, let this be P2. Okay, let this point be what? Alpha comma beta. Okay, alpha comma beta. So the product of perpendicular lines to the pair of lines, okay, is given by what? It is given by this formula. Okay, so wherever x is there, you have to put alpha. Wherever y is there, you have to put beta. Okay, so ax square, a alpha square, 2hx. So 2h alpha beta plus by square, that is what? By square by root of a minus b whole square for plus 4h square. This is what you have to remember. So product of perpendicular lines P1, P2 they will ask. You know, very few times they have asked. If they ask, this is the formula. P1, P2 is equal to what? Same formula what you do in terms of alpha and beta, you write it. Instead of x and y, write it in form of alpha and beta divided by what? What is this? You have to remember for angles also, same thing. Square root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. A minus b whole square plus 4h square. Understood? Clear till here, everyone? See, theory is there. I understand theory is there. Many topics are there. But some topics, if the questions come directly, you should not leave. That's why I am telling these things are important. I am covering everything that is there for your exam. Okay, from exam point of view. Okay, got it? Because formula based questions they are coming. So you should know. So out of 6 questions, if you are able to get at least 4 questions correct, that is very good. Okay, that's all is our target, not 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6 also we can get, but time will be spent. Okay, it's not the concept that you don't know, you know it, but the time. Okay, time factor. So see, next one, return this formula, next one. So area of the triangle, so see here I told you homogeneous equation will be there, 0, 0, this will be L1, this will be L2. For this there is another line they will give like this, another line that is given as what? Lx plus my plus n is equal to 0. Now a triangle is formed like this. Okay, a triangle is formed. One of the vertices is origin. Okay, now they ask you to find the area of the triangle. Okay, how to find the area of the triangle? You have to use this formula. N square into square root of h square minus ab by am square minus 2hlm plus bl square. Okay, so what you are writing here? So this equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, the denominator you are writing. You are writing in terms of what? M and n. You are writing in terms of what? You are writing in terms of L and M. Sorry, you are writing in terms of what? L and M. So see here, observe here denominator. How to remember? I am telling. See, formula is there. I understand. So numerator what is it is? N square into square root of h square minus ab. N square, area of triangle I am telling. N square into square root of h square minus ab. But denominator is what? It is coming from here. Here a, what is it? L square plus 2h. X is what? L. Wherever x is there, write L. Wherever y is there, write M. Okay, coefficient of L and M, you write it. Plus b into y is what? B is what? What is that? So this I should write a into what is this? I should write x I should replace by m square. This is what? bl square. That's all. So x I should replace by what? M. Y I should replace by what? L. That's all. Okay, here. So you will get the formula. So that will be what? N square into square root of h square minus ab by what it is? Am square minus 2hlm plus bl square. Got it, everyone? Understood? Clear till here, everyone? So this is what? Area of the triangle formula which you have to remember. So there will be pair of straight lines, another line will be given. So that forms what? Triangle. So how to find the area of that? You will know coordinate of only this 0, 0. These coordinates you don't know. Okay, that time what you will do? This is the method you will follow. Based on this they have asked a question. So the formula is what? N square into square root of h square minus ab divided by what is it? Am square plus 2hlm plus bl square within modulus n. Clear? Pair of angular bisectors. Just remember this formula. Angular bisectors is x square minus y square by a minus b is equal to x by h. This is the formula you will use. This is the formula you will be using. See here, the equation to the pair of bisectors of the angles between pair of lines, okay, a straight lines is ax square, this is h into x square minus y square is equal to a minus b into xy. That is what I have written. Same thing I have written here. So angular bisector there it is different. Angular bisector for pair of straight lines, it is what? X square minus a square by a minus b is equal to xy by h, is equal to xy by h. Now angular bisector, definitely there will be two lines. The angle between these two angular bisectors will be what? Pi by 2. Okay, that is what they have told. The angle between pair of angular bisectors of any pair of lines is what? Pi by 2. The equation to the pair of bisectors of the coordinate axis is x square minus y square is equal to 0. First thing is what? Angular bisector. What is the angular bisector? The value is what? X square minus y square by a minus b is equal to what? xy by h. So that is the value of angular bisectors. Now angular bisectors, they will also be two lines. So between them the angle will be what? 90 degree. So for this line angular bisector, another line angular bisector, the angle will be what? 90 degree. Okay, angular bisector also pair of straight lines will be formed. Between them angle is what? They will be perpendicular. And also the equation to the pair of bisector along with coordinate axis. With respect to coordinate axis, if you see the equation, it will be what? X square minus y square is equal to 0. Now see here, this is 0 comma 0. Okay, there is an angle here. Okay, it will bisect it. There is an angle here, it will bisect it. Okay, now see here, definitely you are only able to see the angle between them is what? 90 degree. This is what? Angular bisector 1. This is what? Angular bisector 2. The angle between them is what? 90 degree. And the equation for them with the coordinate axis is what? X square minus y square is equal to 0. Now what is the value of this if they ask? It is x square minus y square by a minus b is equal to xy by h. That's all. Understood? Understood the concept? That's all. Clear? So first thing, the value is this one, equation is this one, and the angle between the angular bisectors is what? Angle between the angular bisectors is always pi by 2. Got it? Non-homogeneous equation. Okay. Okay, that's all. Okay. So homogeneous, non-homogeneous equation, correct na? Okay, let us complete this very simple topic. See, non-homogeneous means, see, if it was some unique topic, I would have taken it tomorrow's class, but it is very simple topic, so let us continue. Let us finish it off. Straight lines. So see here, non-homogeneous means, earlier what I told, homogeneous means they will intersect at origin, but here they will intersect not at origin, some other point, x1, y1, something like this. For this, the equation is given by what? Ax square plus 2hx plus by square plus some extra what is there in circles, just like that, 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay, this is what we are getting extra. Focus. Okay, Bhavani understanding, Navneeta getting it, Vaishnavi, Spandana. See, most of you are focusing, attending in the class, but in the exam you have to translate the same thing. Okay, Neha, you have to focus more, Vinay, focus on studies, Sharan, Arsha, you are focusing, you have to improve more, Nikhil also. Okay, so see here, so this is what? Ax square plus 2hx plus by square is equal to plus, what is it? 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay, this is what? For pair of straight lines which are not homogeneous, that is they are not intersecting at origin but they are intersecting at some point x1 y1. Next thing is condition for this. Condition for this is, so you will write what? If you find the delta of this will become 0. How to find the delta of this? So you can find that AG, HBF, GFC. Okay. So how to remember this? How to remember this? Huh? Okay, see, HGF, okay, that is one thing. Okay, or I can say all hostel girls and hostel boys went for film. Like that also you can remember. Okay, then whatever is in the below, okay, correct now, Vinay? Whatever is in the top, I can copy it as it is. Okay, so this is what? Symmetric matrix, correct na? What is in the top, same thing is below. So you can write what? ABC, you can remember like that. ABC, HGF, HGF. ABC, HGF, HGF. Delta of this will become what? Equal to 0. Understood, Spandana? So this will become what? Delta of this will become equal to 0. That is what you have to remember. H square is greater than or equal to AB, G square is greater than or equal to AC, F square is greater than or equal to BC. These three conditions you have to remember. So if they ask this one, if they represent the pair of this one, so this delta will become equal to what? That is delta of this will become equal to 0. Delta of this will become equal to 0. Clear? And this condition please write down. Please write down this condition. They can ask directly. This one, these three conditions. H square is greater than or equal to AB, G square is greater than or equal to AC, F square is greater than or equal to BC. Here there is no condition that H square is less than or less than AB. There H square can be equal to AB, H square can be greater than AB, H square can be less than AB, but here it is only greater. It cannot be less. Okay. Done? Understood this one written? Next is, we are having angle between pair of lines, same formula previous. Same formula what we learned for homogeneous lines. Same formula. Angle, if they ask, same formula as homogeneous lines. Nothing changes. Now, distance between pair of lines, you have to remember this. Distance between pair of lines. So, the distance between pair of parallel lines is, so this is the formula you have to remember. So, G square minus AC by A into A plus B, or 2 times F square minus BC by B into A plus B. This formula you have to remember. Distance between this, if they give represent a pair of parallel lines. So, see here, this equation they represent a pair of parallel lines. If this delta is equal to 0, see same conditions already we have written. So, see here, F square is greater than BC, G square is greater than H square is equal to AB. Okay, or A by H is equal to H by B is equal to G by F, and the distance between parallel lines. See, remember this. This is enough. This is enough. These lines, homogeneous lines, okay, they represent a parallel lines. They represent a parallel lines. Okay, if they are this one, if they are having this condition, and the distance between parallel lines is given like this, and the distance between parallel lines is given like this. Understood? Most of you are not getting it. I know it. Just remember the formula. That's all I will say. Even if you don't understand, remember this formula. Okay, got it? Understood? This one, just remember the formula. Next, this one, product of perpendiculars. Same thing I told you there. You want to write down? Write down. Product of perpendiculars. Previously I told you same thing follows here. But only thing that comes is gx fy plus c. Okay. So see here, product of perpendiculars. See, you are writing that equation in the form of alpha and beta. Wherever x is there, you will write alpha. Wherever y is there, you will write beta. And 2g alpha 2f beta plus c divided by what is the same thing, square root of a minus b whole square plus 4h square. Okay, this is what, this is product of perpendiculars, product of perpendiculars. This is all formula and formula, that's all. More formulas you have to remember here. Okay, at least what, around 5 formulas are there, that's all. Hardly there are 5 formulas. Remaining I don't want you to by heart, I have told you how to remember using the concepts. Okay, there are 4 to 5 formulas you have to remember, that's all. In the test if you apply, you will be able to remember better. If a pair of lines are equidistant from the origin, so if they are equidistant from the origin, so I told you these homogeneous lines are not intersecting at the origin, they are intersecting at some other point. Okay, if the pair of lengths L1 and L2 they are equidistant from the origin, the condition will be what, f power 4 minus g power 4 is equal to c times bf square minus ag square. Okay, bf square minus ag square, got it? F power 4 minus g power 4 is equal to c times this one. Understood? Clear? Got it, this one? Everyone? Okay. Written everyone, all of you? Okay, write down. Then what you are thinking? You have to write down. Harsha, written? Still you are writing or you are telling written? ఏం చూసుకున్నావు? ఫార్ములా. ఓకే, వినయ్ నువ్వు చూసుకున్నావా? ఓకే ఓకే. పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పేర్ ఆఫ్ లైన్స్, యూ వాంట్ టు రైట్ డౌన్? రైట్. డన్? ఓకే. So see here, if s is equal to ax square plus 2hx plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 represents a pair of lines and s square is greater than ab, then the point of intersection of the lines. See, point of intersection of these lines, for point of intersection you have to remember. Their point of intersection you don't have to remember because it is origin. Here point of intersection is given by this. Okay, and also s is given like this. Let us find out del s by del x, okay, del y by del x, del s by del y, okay. So del x, partial differentiation I am doing with respect to x. That means what, I should treat y as what, constant. So this will become what, 2ax plus 2hy plus 2g, because this will become 0 plus that's all is equal to 0. So I can remove 2 outside, this will become what, ax plus hy plus g is equal to 0. Now this one, now we will differentiate this with respect to y and we will treat x as constant. So this will become 0, this will be 0, correct na? This will be 0 and this will be 0. So what about this? This will become what, 2 by plus 2 hx plus 2f is equal to 0, and this will become what, by plus hx plus f is equal to 0. So these are the two, this one, these are the two equations you will get. This if you solve you will get it, this if you solve you will get this, okay, this if you solve you will get this. Understood? The point of intersection of this itself is this one, okay. By differentiating, partial differentiating, we got the, what we got, this one. This if you solve these two equations you will get this one. So the, how to remember, hf minus bg by ab minus h square, ab minus h square. So hf minus bg, okay, gh minus af, you have to remember this. How you remember, that is up to you. Okay, hf minus bg, ab minus h square, ab minus h square is common. Okay, you have to remember this. Point of intersection of what, non-homogeneous lines. Point of intersection of non-homogeneous lines. Homogeneous lines is what, 0, 0. So please remember this. See, whatever I am telling to remember, you have to remember, because out of 6 questions, certain questions can be solved directly. Certain questions can be solved directly. If you remember, just by spending some time and remembering this, you are getting 1 mark. 1 mark will take your rank somewhere else. Okay, so please think, give importance. When I am telling to remember certain things, you definitely have to remember. Got it? Fine. Next, area of the triangle. Area of the triangle, that is non-homogeneous lines and another line. Non-homogeneous lines will intersect at some point x comma y. Correct na? This x comma y, I told you to remember the intersection points already. Another line will be there. So for that, what you will do? Lx1 plus my1 plus n whole square by here. What you are doing? See, earlier you were doing n square into h square minus square root of h square minus ab by am square plus 2hlm plus bl square you are doing. But here what is happening? Here minus is coming. Minus unda? Okay. Minus unda akkada kuda? Okay, fine. Minus undi. Here what you should do? Lx1 plus my1 plus n. That also you should include. Instead of n square, this entire line you take it and square it. And x1 y1 you have to put the substitute the values. So this will become what? Square. Okay. There you will do taking what? Only n square. You will take what here? Entire line equation. But instead of xy you will take it as what? Lx1 plus my1 plus n whole square. Understood? So this is what? This is for area of triangle. So there is a high possibility they can ask. They have asked. Till now they have asked for homogeneous. They can ask for non-homogeneous. Okay. What you have to do? Just remember the formula, you will get the answer. Just put the values, write the formula, put the values, you will get the answer. 1 mark. Correct na? So but you should be able to recognize what they are asking. Whether it is homogeneous, non-homogeneous, that's all. Clear? Got it everyone? Fine. Write down this. So the formula is what? There n square into h square minus square root of h square minus ab. Here it is lx1 plus my1 plus n square into h square minus ab by what is it? am square minus 2hlm plus bl square within modulus sign. Okay. So intercepts of pair of lines and coordinate axis. So see this here. This is the coordinate axis. This is the coordinate axis. If you are having pair of lines here, so it is intersecting here, not at the origin. So this is what? This we call it as x intercept and this we call it as what? Y intercept. Okay, x intercept if they ask, okay. So length of the intercept made by the pair of lines on x axis, it is given by what? 2 times g square minus a square by mod a. This is what? 2 times f square minus bc by mod b. You have to remember this. See, geometry certain formulas you have to remember. I have as much as possible I have minimized the formulas for you to remember. These formulas you have to remember. So non-homogeneous lines, their intercept on x axis and y axis. Why are we not studying intercepts of homogeneous lines? Because they are intersecting at origin, intercept will be 0 only. Correct na? There will be no intercept at all. So when it comes to here, they are not at origin. So you have to find the length of x, you have to find the length of y. So that is what is the intercept. On x axis means what? So 2 times square root of g square minus ac by mod a. This is what? 2 times f square minus bc by mod b. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, understood? So non-homogeneous lines, certain formulas you have to remember. First is what? Angular bisector. Then is what you have to remember? Angles, same as the previous one. Then product of perpendicular lines. Next what you have to remember? Area of triangle. Equidistance. Okay, equidistance from origin. Okay, next is what? Point of intersection, that is important. Next is intercepts. Okay, next is intercepts. Pair of angular bisectors. Okay, this is not that important, leave it. Okay, this one. So we are talking about homogenization. So first tell me, what do you mean by homogenization? What are we talking about when you talk about homogenization? What do you mean by homogenization? See, homogenization means the non-homogeneous lines you will make it homogeneous. Okay, so see here, homogenization means, so see here, the lines are intersecting here, x1, y1. This is origin. Homogeneous means you will try to bring this to origin. You will try to shift this to origin. That is called as homogenization. non-homogeneous lines you will make it homogeneous. How to make it homogeneous? The point of intersection you will make it at origin. So non-homogeneous line, what is the equation that we have? We are having ax square plus 2 hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. After homogenization, what we get is, you have to write down this, ax square plus 2 hxy plus by square equals 0. This is what we get. On homogenization, this is what we get. That's all. Okay, this is what we get. Clear? Understood? This is the meaning of homogenization. Okay, very less likely they will ask on this, but you have to know. Homogenization means what? You have to make the non-homogeneous lines homogeneous. That means what? Point of intersection you have to bring it to origin. Okay, getting it? Are you able to conceptualize what we are telling? Okay, so homogeneous lines means what? You should know. Non-homogeneous means you should know. That is, main thing is point of intersection. There it will be origin, here it is not origin. So since it is not origin, you have to know x-intercept, y-intercept. For that, what we should know? 2 times square root of g square minus ac by mod a. There it is 2 times f square minus bc by mod b. On y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. Okay. So this you will get it like this. Okay. What is I am doing homogenization? Clear? Understood everyone? Now we will do some previous year questions. So see here, understood homogenization, that's all is the concept. You just have to do some questions. Now see here, they have given, please focus, the locus of midpoints of points of intersection of x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 1 with coordinate axis. The locus of midpoints of point of intersection of x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 1 with coordinate axes. Please try to understand the question what they are asking. Coordinate axis, the locus of midpoint they are telling. Midpoint. So see here. So when we take the slope here, what it will come? So the line will come like this only. This is the line we will get. Okay. So here this is 0, 0. So x cos theta. So the midpoint, the locus of midpoint of this is the midpoint. So here this will be what? This point will be what? X, 0. X, 0 means if I put in this equation x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to 0 is equal to 1. This will be what? X, 0. This will be 0, y. If I want x, 0, I should put what? Y is equal to 0. Yes or not? If I want x value here, I should put what? Y is equal to 0. Then I will get it as what? I will get it as what? I will get the x value. So x is equal to what? 1 by cos theta. Don't write secant. 1 by cos theta, 0. 1 by cos theta, 0. So similarly, if I do it here, I will get it as what? 0, 1 by sin theta. Okay, 0, 1 by sin theta. They are telling this is the midpoint. That means what? 1 by cos theta plus 0 divided by 2. 1 by sin theta plus 0 divided by 2. So I will get what here? This coordinates will be what? 1 by 2 cos theta, 1 by 2 sin theta. Correct na? 1 by 2 cos theta, 1 by 2 sin theta. So they are asking locus of this point, midpoint. So I am getting 1 by 2 cos theta, 1 by 2 sin theta. The locus of this point, that is x, y. So the locus of this point. So I know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to what? 1. Okay, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to what? 1. Now see here, I am having x is equal to what? I am having what? X is equal to 1 by 2 cos theta. Correct na? Here I am having what? X is equal to 1 by 2 cos theta. Here if I talk about this, x coordinate is what? 1 by 2 cos theta. So cos theta will be equal to what? 1 by 2x. Yes or no? Cos theta will be equal to what? 1 by 2x. Sin theta will be equal to what? 1 by 2y. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sin square theta I should write what? 1 by 2y square, that is nothing but 1 by 4y square. This is what? 1 by 4x square is equal to what? 1. If I take what 1 by 4 common, I'll get what 1 by 4 into 1 by x square plus 1 by y square is equal to 1. This 4 if I send it that side, if I remove this, it should be 4. 1 by x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 4. 1 by x square plus this will be 1 by 2, this will be 1 by 4. So actually this should be 4. This should be 4, second option. There's a mistake here printing. This should be 4, second option. Understood? Simple. Okay. See, take it like this, x comma 0, y comma 0, put the values. Then you will get the x value. You have to learn this. You will get the x value. By now you should be able to analyze things. Okay. X comma 0, y 0 comma y. Okay. Intercept form you write it like this. Okay. X comma 0. So if I want the x value, put y is equal to 0, I will get x value. Put x is equal to 0, I will get y value. Then midpoint of this. So I got in terms of sin and cos. So let me use the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. See, here if we take secant, here if we take cosecant, we cannot do. Okay, because two identities are different. So here you combine this. So you write x value in terms of sin, you write y value in terms of sin, you put it. That's all. Got it? Now. Okay, fine. We'll wind up now. After that, we can have the study hour if you want. So we'll wind up now with this chapter. Okay. Still more questions are there. We'll be doing it tomorrow. We'll be doing remaining questions tomorrow. And after that, what we'll be doing, we'll starting with a new topic, that is measures of dispersion. Along with straight lines, I want to do measures of dispersion. One simple topic. Fine. We'll wind up now. Let's meet in the tomorrow session. Thank you.